Hello! Welcome! Happy Valentine's Day! Welcome to Cursed Ones. Woo! We're back. We're back. Curses. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Hi everyone. We're gonna kind of shimmy, shammy, zoom, zam, zip, zop through the introductions and everything today. So let's get this show on the road. We got a lot to cover this session. We got a lot to do. We got a lot of vibes to get through. Amalgamation. Who are you? And the question of the day is, if you could cast one D&D spell, what would it be?
Hi, I'm Kiki. I play, and
You play.
I play Lelee, and if I could cast a spell, it'd be speak to animals.
Good one.
That vibe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me drive the boat. Who are you? If you could cast a D&D spell, what would it be?
Hi, I'm Cece. I play Charpay, and if I could cast one D&D spell, it would be Polymorph.
Polymorph. Yeah. We love Polymorph.
I am leaving immediately.
Not first part 3. You sure are not first. If you could cast one D&D spell, what would it be?
Hey yo, name me, we play Triao. It'll be Powered Kill because I hate customers.
You're so valid. Oh my god. The boat. If you could cast one D&D spell, what would it be?
I'm also crime, and I'd also like to cast I'd probably like to cast Radiant Soul, but like forever Radiant Soul. You know what I mean?
That's not even a spell. That's an ability.
That sounds like dying.
Oh,
sorry. Okay,
man.
a spell.
Yeah, a spell.
I'd like to cast. I'd like to cast Lightning Bolt on someone.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I also want to cast Lightning Bolt on someone.
I agree.
Hi, I am the long-suffering DM. I play everyone else, and I sure am the longest, most suffering DM in Dungeon Dragon. That's me.
So true.
Just kidding. I love everyone. But if I could cast a spell, it's kind of similar to Crimes, but I would cast Thunderstep, which is a teleportation spell which you teleport in a bolt of thunder. I want to appear like Thor Ragnarok.
Hey, okay.
And punch
That's
a bitch.
what we like to hear.
It's just boom.
That's what I want. That's my one vibe. All right, the worst deaf doctor. You sure are. What's up? Who?
Hi, I'm Cole. I play Wilfred, and I don't know, invisibility would be cool, I guess.
Just vanish.
I don't really have a good
would.
idea, but yeah.
It would be. We have an interesting array here. We have all come together to form one wizard. Congrats, guys.
Wow. We
Our
did
combined
it.
health is 2.
Oh man.
The cursed one.
I do have to make a quick kind of a side announcement and then we'll begin, but Sparrow aka Sakara will not be joining us for the rest of the campaign, so anyways. Yeah, that's about it. That's
Don't say true, bro.
Time for the recap.
I mean, it is correct.
Oh, man. That aside, it is time for the recap. What happened last time? Does anyone remember? Because I don't, actually.
I was not
that's
there.
a
Godspeed.
All right. Okay, I think I do remember. I can speed run through this. So the party woke up after fighting the Somnambulist on the top of the sinking ship of the subconscious. You guys woke up in the middle of this strange dungeon-like room. You were all in these tiny little what are they called? They're these pods that give you sensory deprivation, and you guys crawled your way out of these pods, only to find that you were inside of the bathhouse. You went up an elevator, there was a bunch of people in a lobby, Wilfred became frou-frou, I don't even know what happened there, and you guys went up to a bathhouse, met up with an incubus named Neuraxis, who told you that if you wanted to get up to the top, to save Shutu or whatever, you need to get him a heart. So they went up to the doctor's office, where they realized that there was a bunch of patients there, a bunch of stuff happened, Wilfred got a deadly disease again, because that's just what Wilfred does at this point. He also killed or I guess he let a guy die. That happened too. I'm not remembering the exact order of events, but
It was a moral conundrum.
there was a moral conundrum, and then he escaped and he caught the plague again after curing a bunch of people of the plague. And then they had to go find another cure for the plague by going into a library where there were some spooky owls. Then they got the cure for the plague down by some mannequins, cured the plague. That's all that. And then they got the Neuraxis the heart. Bing, bada, bam, bada, boom.
We
So
got
true.
it.
That's the
And
session.
now we are having a dinner.
Correct. We are indeed
And then
having a dinner.
at
We're
point.
having a dinner.
So, Let us begin, shall we? Let us begin. The room is massive, but you feel like you're suffocating in it. Dark walls dressed with, well, there's things in the room, but none of it seems to click. It's there. Right in front of you it sits. A large outstretched table before it. Whatever the contents on the table are, they slide right past your peripheral. It's there. Something passes through your head. Suddenly you're sitting down. You don't even remember moving, but you're there. A seat fitted perfectly to your proportions. How much life are you willing to lose? The answer, a whisper. You can feel it smiling. A single finger raises and... Pink mist. You can't move, but you know something just happened. It smells like iron. You dare not to look behind you. You know someone's gone. How did you even get here? It's like time skipped ahead. Things are moving too fast, yet the clock ticks on at its constant pace. Someone's tapping their foot underneath the table. You can't tell who, but the tapping pounds like gunshots. The ticking rattles in your heads. Now then, it tucks the amulet into its chest. We have a lot to discuss, don't we? Would anyone care for a glass of wine? What are you all doing?
Am I here at this point?
Yes, you have appeared inside of this room.
Okay.
You have no idea what's happening, but before you is a long, outstretched table and the figure of a large bird-like creature. Creature is too humanizing of a word for it, actually. It's something.
I know we can't move, but Wilfred's
You can
kind
move
of
now.
just... Oh, okay. Well, Wilfred's still kind of paralyzed in fear in this moment.
Fair enough. Everyone
Bennie
else?
just kind of looks around. Kind of.
Taking not inventory, but kind of taking like, hey yo, what's up around?
Taking the view around. The entire
Me.
place, it's hard to make out everything around. You can tell that there's trophies sat up around the room and such. There's a long, outstretched dark oak wood table, and on there's these plates with food on it, but you're not really sure what exactly it is. It looks delectable, of course, but you can't really, focus too deeply on it. It feels like your attention's being like tugged away from everything else in the room. There are other figures at the table, though. One of which, an elf you guys recognize, who is sitting very eerily still. Her head is facing down, and she is just quietly eating. Alongside that on the table, there is another figure of a little girl, the somnambulist, and a tiefling, someone you're not really well acquainted yet, but they remind you kind of a figure you've met once before on the Boreen. The captain of the Neeks, the person who was there when the precipice did its bidding.
What?
Wilfred...
Yo, you go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, Wilfred's pretty much, like, he's not paying attention to anything else. When they got up here, he saw... I mean, you said bird-like creature, but I'm assuming that's probably the prophecy.
Oh, yes.
He saw the prophecy and just kind of froze. His eyes sort of locked, and he's just kind of standing there, staring.
Marcel is gonna kind of float down next to you and go, kid, we're gonna get through this, all right? I'm right here. Wilfred, it's gonna be fine. We get out of this stuff. We always do.
His head kind of gently, like, shakes up and down.
And you feel an eye stare deeply into you, burning into a point of your soul you don't think you can identify. This entity. This feeling sinks down below. The clock ticks. The eyes are suddenly on Marcel. What a funny little trick. There's a low rumbling laugh, feeling like it's shaking the room, but everything stays deadly still. So you've taken control of that little figment of your imagination. The will of a fool is so fascinating, isn't it? Figment of... what? You're not real. It draws its head near. You're just a curse. A fake man living a fake life, all given to him by a delusional child. Do you really know the feeling of breath within your lungs? Have you ever known it? A perfect best friend for a lonely, lonely creature. Someone who can never, never leave. You pull him from the dark, giving him strength to go forth, only to watch him crash, burn, and eventually perish. You're the reason he's like this. Your existence is to cause suffering. And Marcel's eyes kind of dart around the room. He looks hurt. The somnambulist happily giggles to herself, swaying her feet back and forth under the table.
Do we hear this?
You do hear this. You hear all of this.
Don't talk to him like that.
What do you know? You're just a man. And the prophecy, it sits back in its seat, and you feel a smile crawl up its features. And Wilfred, there's a deep tugging in your chest, a shooting pain in your head. The room now has one less figure in it. Just like that. The clock ticks, and a fork and knife scrape against the plate. It returns to its meal. Marcel is now gone.
Okay.
Wilfred kind of looks where Marcel used to be, like frantically. He's finally able to take his eyes off and just is looking over there. Kind of just lets out a little like
Poor little beastie lost his best friend. How funny is that? Somnambulist she's having a delightful time. And the tiefling is just gonna set his legs up on the table and also just chuckle to himself. Enjoying the show.
What's your game, Prophecy?
Oh. There are so many things that you don't know. What do you mean by this game? There's many games I like to play. Do you mean in the grand scheme of things? Because, frankly, I think your minds are too narrow for such things. You're quite closed off. Dangle a carrot in front of your head and you'll hop along after it like rabbits. It's quite silly.
What's your deal?
In what manner?
What are you... Stop
What do you-
messing
Nah.
with my friends.
I don't seek to mess with your friends. I seek to have a discussion with your friends and shed some light onto the situation. I think it'll
Then
do well for you all. Of what? Speak of what? What do you want of me? I'm here trying to be as good of a guest as I can. Tell me, what do you want to know?
May I ask what it is you want with Shu?
Oh. Shoo. The princess is quite valuable. Some of my brother's finest work. Well, you're all magnificent cases yourselves, but nothing too useful for me as of now. We have a bit of a trip to take together, don't we, princess? And a finger lays down on her cheek, gently brushing down it before wrapping around her throat. Shu just frantically nods, and the prophecy readjusts his grip, gently tapping right against her shoulder and throat with different talons. Why, I should be thanking you all for bringing this darling straight towards me.
What do you mean?
Unaware, are we? Well, sometimes the most generous acts are done without knowing. It's more than just instinct. You drew us right to her. She wanted your friendship, and you led us right to her. Friendship means you bear the burdens of your friends. You carry their demons, you fight their fights. She was protecting you all this whole time. The eyes, the amulet, the beast sitting right there. Like a tracking device. And because of you, you've worn her down. I've sent my armies against her, and she fought them off all for your friendship. Even as she was limping in to help you. Just a meager healing spell or two, oh. And because of you, she's mine. For that I thank you. Her destiny is grander than you know.
real quick question.
Yes?
Does Wilfred still feel like the connection with Marcel or no?
You feel empty.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, he's now kind of just fully lying down with a single, like his talon just outstretched towards the spot Marcel used to be. And he's just kind of, his eyes are shut tight. And he's just
Aw.
laying there.
Yeah, you normally have like this kind of sense of something else kind of being there deep within your heart. And for once that feeling is gone. It's like you felt when you were a kid. And it's devastating this time instead of comforting.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
And the somnambulist is staring right at you. You probably don't notice it considering your current state of distress, but the rest of you do see this little girl just, she's giggling to herself about the whole ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, Charpay's eyes just kind of dart around the entire table, and she's just kind of got the look on her face like, we're fucked. And so she's gonna look at the prophecy and be like, you mentioned wine? I don't think it would be right of me to refuse.
What a great suggestion. Granted, I was the one who threw it out, but thank you for taking me up on this offer. And, Charpay, you kind of look before you, and there's just, like, this gigantic, like, clawed hand just kind of, like, looms over you. You don't even dare look up and meet the face of it. And it's going to gently pour you a cup of wine. It's a dark crimson red, kind of swirling into it. And as you kind of pick up the glass and hold it in your hand, you kind of look down, and the wine blinks back at you.
Ah,
Why don't you drink?
lovely. Thank you. And she's gonna drink.
You drink and you feel something slimy slide down your throat.
All right.
And one is going to actually hold up his own glass and go, anyone want to make a toast to a new world? I sure do. And Somnambulist, who is, by the way, by the looks of things, like a teenager, is going to raise up her own wine glass and clink it gently and go, ah, you said it, onesie, to a new world. And they're both going to drink as well.
I mean, I think I'm too far across the table to clink.
Yeah, they're kind of a shoe is like positioned right next to the prophecy, and then on kind of like adjacent sides, flanking both sides, there is going kind of down. It's a long square table. Wilfred, you are the one at the back of the table facing directly across from the prophecy and shoe, and then kind of going down from the prophecy to Wilfred's side. On the left is one, on the right is Somnambulist. Then it's Charpay next to Somnambulist. I'd say Bennie next to one. And from there, it's kind of just Lelee and Triao. So that's kind of the layout of the situation right now.
Okay. Benny's gonna, like, hold out his glass bit and say, New world. And how does you fit into that?
Once again, one of my brother's greatest creations.
One of your brother's greatest creations.
Oh, yes. Now, I have many of my own creations. Triao, you feel eyes focus on you. You, for one, are one of my finest, I'd say, but, you know, I do think I could have done a bit better with you. Don't you think?
What do you mean? I'm just chilling, bro.
Your worst fears follow you wherever you go. And I think I did a good job at that, don't you? I mean, look at the bags under your eyes.
I mean, I fight them off every night. It doesn't even fucking matter half the time.
Interesting that you say that. Why don't you take a drink?
Well, if you know me so well, I can't refuse that offer.
You take a sip.
Yep.
Something slides down your throat, and you kind of feel your heart, like, skip a little beat for a second. You're not sure what's happened, but something has.
What's all this talk about it's you've brought it up a lot and
Your eyes? Is that what you're asking about?
yeah.
Truthfully, I have no need for them myself. A wine glass is raised to unseen lips. But a friend of mine has been waiting for them to be returned. It would be rude of me to speak of their intention behind their back. What kind of a friend would that make me? It kind of peers its head down at you, Lelee, a yellow gaze washing over you, your eyes shut on instinct. I could take them now if I wanted to, but I consider myself a generous host. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Good. Just
I
know,
can always-
it's not right to keep things that have been lended to you for too long.
What do you mean lend it?
Oh, they're not yours. People have been telling you that, have they not?
That doesn't make any
Many things don't make sense to the narrow-minded.
Alright.
My question still stands. What are you going to do with her?
Oh. Well, I don't think that's up for me to decide. I think I want to see how this plays out personally. I don't find it fun to just take things by force. It's not my style. You know, maybe I could send the Somnambulist to do it. Or maybe, when you're at your most weak, I could strike. Or maybe at your most comforting. I will get them back, and I will return them to him. But it would be quite boring to do it now, don't you think? Spoils the fun a little bit.
Benny's gonna guess hold out his wine glass, is kind of I'll have some.
Very well. He's going to pour you a drink. And once again, you kind of down it, I'm assuming. Unless you want to make a toast. Or anything. Just downing it.
Benny's gonna look at it for a second, just kind of gently rotate the glass side to side to see how it moves, and then drinks it.
It's very thick. It's very thick compared to the consistency of normal wine as it kind of moves and sloshes against the side of the glass and such. It kind of it ripples out in a strange way that water normally kind of repels a lot from glass. This kind of sticks to it just gently before falling into the cup once again. It's a bit thicker. You can't identify what exactly it is though. But you slide it down, the taste is still that of wine, but once again with that it's almost like swallowing the olive of a margarita or something, but you know. It's down. Yes?
Wilfred is still lying there in the same position that he's been. But now there is something new. With his eyes still shut, people can notice that there are tears starting to fall down, which is the first time that Cursed Beast Wilfred has been crying, and he's just lying there.
Oh. We don't want that, little one. Come on, we're supposed to be having a good time here. You know, I just thought I'd rid you for a bit of that drain on your life.
He quickly shoots his head back up towards the prophecy. His eyes still shut, but he just gives out a
Ooh, I love your bite. Once again, one of my brother's finest creations you are. I don't want to make you cry. I actually thank you for a lot. You've been quite the good little tracking device. You've been doing such a good job.
He puts his head kind of just back down after hearing that.
I'm proud of you.
He sinks further down.
You keep calling us tracking devices. I have to ask, do you happen to know a man by the name of the conductor?
Ooh. Let me guess. You're running some errands for him.
Correct.
Serving the conductor. Is that what he goes by now? Oh, how amusing. I'd ask of your trust in this friend of yours, but my question's already been answered by your own. What little faith you must have in him. Smart ones, I'd say. And the knife scrapes against the plate. Under the little thumb of a traitor. Well, a malefactor of repeated tendency is never one you want to get into the clutches of. People like that want the world under their thumb. They'll do anything to get it.
My goal is not to hurt not to serve him specifically, but to serve myself and my friends and as many people as I possibly can in my quest.
You
I
may
want to know if
think-
that's really what he wants.
You may think that you're serving yourself. There's always someone higher pulling the strings, even on me. But I dare not to speak of the devil. Besides, I quite respect the man. Tell Grimoire I send my regards.
Well, assuming I get out of here, I will.
Very well.
I knew someone was just
What did you say?
His name isn't gay, this is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I knew there was someone above you pulling the strings.
Why, yes, I must admit. I'm not a lone wolf. I mean, everyone in here is being controlled by someone. It's something that most people share in common.
And what will you do when your master betrays you?
He should be more afraid of me betraying him.
Makes me
Charpay just does it, raises her eyebrows, just I mean, I don't think she has eyebrows as a bird, but you know.
flaming eyebrows.
Oh yeah. You have like the brow ridges from being an Arakakra.
Yeah.
Forgot to change the slide to someone. Let's bring it over to Charpay.
Wow.
One day we'll all be stabbed in the back. It's just about how you handle it.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. What will you do when your friends turn on you and leave you in the dust? That's something you fear, don't you? I mean, I saw it myself. Oh yeah, that was one of the funner ones to do, wasn't it? A lot of juicy stuff in this party. Oh, I love you guys so much. Somnia is just having a little moment.
Well, I always appreciate being appreciated.
Oh yeah, you're quite the entertaining person.
Well, you as well.
Thank you.
Do you
Hmm?
you mind if I ask, Sonambulist, how exactly did you come about to be a part of this whole thing? I mean, you're quite accomplished for your age.
Well, I don't think I like the way you phrased that. Quite accomplished for my age. Ugh. It's always about my age, isn't it? I'm just here because I like it. And my drive gets rewarded. I'd do anything for my dad.
You're what?
Well, that's very nice for you. I apologize for commenting about your age.
She bows.
Bennie just looks over to Prophecy and is like, didn't think you'd ever get laid.
I never thought the same of you.
Damn.
Bennie just frowns at him.
And, you know,
Girls are fighting.
one kind of raises an eyebrow at this. His legs, like, it's like he almost senses the drama stirring in the room, and he just gets all in. He sits up all nice and proper, and he raises his eyebrow. He's about to open his mouth. You see a smirk like crawling up his face, and then his mouth is shut for him. He seems stiff, near in fear. Yellow light shines over his face, and one quietly returns to his food. Well, I think that youth is quite frequently underestimated. As we grow old, things are stripped from us. Innocence, creativity, optimism, exuberance. The ability to see pictures greater than the linear life of adulthood. Task 1, task 2. It's like you follow a railroad track, bound to a one-track mind. But children, they see more than you ever will. Judgment not bound by morals is impossibly raw, impossibly powerful.
And impossibly impressionable.
Maybe. I think that you don't give her enough credit. Somnambulist smiles to herself once again and kind of giggles. She seems to like being stood up for by someone so immeasurably powerful.
I mean, yeah, I would too.
Fair. You know what? Fair.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well,
Actually, I guess here's a question. Do I even know who one is?
Not really. You kind of have a gist of things, but pretty much all you've gathered is that they have something to do with the Guild of Ethelar, and that you might remember some whisperings of them being a brother of, once again, the person who was on the Boreen, the Neeks.
Yeah, so I mean, Charpay is gonna look over at one and be like, so, might I ask about you as well? I don't believe we've been introduced.
Yeah, I don't think I have met you, pretty bird. Name's One, leader of the Guild of Ethelar. Nice to meet you, folks.
Lovely to meet you too.
Oh, I was called here on personal invitation. I didn't know you missed me so much, Big Bird. He's once again just frozen in his seat, and he goes like, yep, got it. Well, I heard from a little birdie that you guys had a run-in with my brother. I haven't heard from him lately. And you kind of hear the sound of metal scraping under the table. And once again, like in kind of a flash, One is just quiet and sat down in the seat. And the prophecy just kind of goes, we are not to be fighting here. I only invited you because of the amulet. Right. You're safe now, but the second we get out of here, you're dead. And nothing more is said on that matter by the party of me. The me party.
I'm not convinced everyone would like that if you killed us, but fair enough.
They do what they must.
Well, more importantly, I suppose, what would it take to get Zhu back?
What would it take to get Shu back? In what sense?
Well, she's our friend. You've taken her. Naturally, we are upset and wish for her return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Fair enough. Though, you did kind of give her to me, but I understand. As I said, I shouldn't be borrowing things for too long now, should I? That would make me a hypocrite, which, never a good thing to be. Well, I'd say wait just a little bit. We have a bit of a show to put on together. And then, maybe you'll get her back. Though I can't guarantee it'll be alive. Shu stiffens.
don't you even think about it.
Oh.
What type of show might we attend?
Why, it would be quite boring of me to spoil it, don't you think? But
That's fair.
I guess you're in my patronage. I should be a good guest and give you a little bit of a teaser. Well, big things are coming in this realm, and I need myself a bit of a catalyst for change, one might say.
Catalyst. Gonna use her.
How so, exactly?
Oh, well, that would spoil the fun. If I tell the big twists and turns and plot points and, I don't care for that. Watch the show.
Would it be boring? Would it be boring of me to speculate?
Oh,
Are you interested in that?
I'm interested in your speculation, of course.
Yeah, so Surely it wouldn't have anything to do with her curse, would it?
Oh, you're clever. Finally seeing outside of the bounds of this little track you've put yourself on. I like you.
Always appreciate being appreciated. And so, I suppose that's why she's important to you over anyone else that's already in your possession, such as, maybe your own daughter?
My dear, my own daughter is curseless. I wouldn't wish that upon her. I need a special friend to help me with this. And of course, this is not like she'll be doing nothing. Isn't that right, dear? You think too little of me. This was my idea in the first place. Once again, kids are often overlooked, but their creativity is something else.
It's true. Are you especially acquainted with Shu, Sonambulist, or is this just a general concept you had?
Oh, we've made ourselves acquainted over the past few days, haven't we, Princess? Yes, we have. That's what I thought.
I mean, before you, came into contact with Shu.
Yes, we have. They kind of gesture.
Well, very interesting.
I have some questions for you, actually. For you folk. And, well, normally I'd go about asking the same things. What are you afraid of? Who do you follow? But you've so graciously slid it out on the table for me that I don't think I feel the need to. But I do have one question for the lot of you. What drives you? What is that motivating factor that's bringing you towards your goal? I'd assume your goal being to stop me, of course. None? Well then, we can go in order. The prophecy will gesture at Lelee.
Hold on. My mic is...
Of course.
Of course, audio triples. That
Oh no!
Oh, there we go. Yes, it's just because to help.
To help?
Stop. Sorry, my mic is not.
Oh, you're so valid. You're so valid. You seem unsure of yourself. How quaint. What about you? You're quite the fiery personality. Charpay.
Well, I at least attempt to bring out the greater good. I try to work towards a better world for myself and my friends and the entirety of Ethos, that of course I may be narrow-minded, in your opinion.
No, I actually guarantee that you are building a better future. They nod.
Oh.
You get my humble endorsement.
Oh. Much appreciated.
Triao.
I may have lived a short life, but it's about the self-preservation, don't you think?
Survival. A deep instinct in all of us. This group makes sense to me. Why don't you speak up? You've been quite quiet this whole time. Have I frightened you at all? Looking at Wilfred.
His head does kind of move after saying that, but he's clearly still focused on Marcel.
I will say you can speak to this thing.
Oh, like normally?
Yes.
Does Wilfred know that?
Oh, you get a sense now. If this thing has created these creatures, surely.
He just kind of after realizing this, speaks up a little bit. Just, I don't think I have anything to say to you.
Ooh. Yes, I don't think you do. Even you're unsure of yourself and your own answer here. I mean, you've been fighting against what everyone else has. You don't even want to go through with this mission, do you? Look at how distressed you are when I took him away. Fulfilled the goals of the rest of your party, and you're here moping in front of me. Quite interesting. Once again, I throw out that question to the lot of you. What will you do when someone in this group betrays you? Anyways, I'm most curious about your answer, General. He looks at you, Bennie.
Bennie just kind of gives him a look. His eyes just darken a bit. He says, "Since you seem to know so much, I think you're able to make a pretty educated guess.
I'd say quite.
But since you throw out the question, it's because it's the right thing to do. And I recognize that."
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
He just grips at his wine glass a bit harder.
Another round is poured for you, Bennie. I'll drink to that. And the prophecy will clink against your glass and down one back.
Bennie just hesitates before drinking.
Everything happens for a reason, my dears. You must know that deep down. Fate twists and pulls your silver cords. Fate has drawn to your creation. You hold a piece of the new world within you all. And when fate sews the threads together, a new genesis will be brought forth. And you will be, well, how did one of my brother's creations put it? The star of the show. There is no show without an audience, and there are no villains without any heroes to rise up and claw and bite and thrash against them. But time will tell who lies on either side. Only fate herself knows. You don't.
I suppose neither do you, then.
I don't. But I think that's the fun of it, don't you? It's a grand mystery, and we're all fighting for something. I personally don't care what side I'm on, but I think that you all care. You care so much. And how devastating is it going to be when you learn you're on the wrong side of history?
I suppose we'll see.
I suppose we shall. How has the dinner been treating you all?
Haven't even touched
I mean,
it.
Yeah,
I
none of you
Haven't even touched it.
none of you guys have even touched it. Like, that's the thing. Please.
Wilfred,
I didn't know there was food available to me.
What's up with Wilfred?
with the plate, and the plate's in front of him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like in front of where he's sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after hearing that, he kind of just, he takes his arm and thrashes it away.
That's quite rude.
Oh,
I prepared that
Wow.
right for you. And you're having a tantrum at the end of my table. Quite intimidating you are.
What do you say did you put in this meal? Because I don't know if I want to touch it right now.
That's something you'll have to figure out for yourself, won't you? I guarantee I only care about being the finest of hosts.
Well, we wouldn't want to spoil the fun, would we?
Oh no.
of course not.
Oh no. It's a secret recipe. I can't give away the fun.
Family recipe?
You could say that.
I'll give it a go.
All right. And at this point, most of you haven't even looked down at any of your silverware and such. Like, by now, the Somnambulist and one have already eaten their whole meals. And honestly, it's just like a really good-looking piece of meat with a fair bit of good sides. Like, in general, it looks like a really good Michelin star meal. This guy does not hold back. The only thing
Puts his head down.
The only
and
thing is you
quietly-
can't exactly identify what the meat is.
Well. Well. Down we go, fellas.
Oh, well, it tastes quite
I'm a
rich
bird. Can
and
I eat
savory.
meat?
You can eat meat. Birds can eat meat.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because birds generally don't, but okay.
It's the prophecy. They're also a bird.
I know. That's true, you're right.
Yeah.
Benny
I'm
seems to be just irked after that last comment and
Yeah.
just kind of just quietly eats. Like, you know how like one like throws up every so often? That's kind of what happened. Benny just kind of does that. Freezes up
Yeah.
and just quietly eats.
Um,
I'm
I'm not gonna be rude.
if any of you guys were to look up during the dinner, you'd see the Somnambulist and one. You know that game where you make the goalposts and flick a little piece of paper through it? They've been playing that game
Yeah.
with each other with the napkins and just kind of laughing at one another the whole time.
Not the most proper, but good for them.
Oh, what's interesting is that the prophecy doesn't even seem to mind their tomfoolery at all. They're just kind of letting it happen below them. They're almost... there's an odd sense of enjoyment in the room. It seems to enjoy viewing this for some reason.
What a nice, loving father.
Indeed.
Hmm.
And, are you all eating?
Why not?
I suppose. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
Wilfred's
not do
not.
that.
Everybody roll me a constitution saving throw.
Wilfred did not
Alright.
eat.
Little bitch.
Wilfred did not eat.
Okay, Wilfred is good.
Oh, not like that. Well, that's not bad, but I don't think it's gonna save me.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy, yummy.
Salad.
Fruit salad.
It's not salad.
Yummy, yummy. Mm-hmm. I see. So that's everyone?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything seems to have gone down the hatch fine. Nothing seems to be amiss in any way. You just eat a
Wow.
good meal.
We love a good meal.
You sure do. Is there anything else anyone wants to say?
Benny keeps quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really want to make a remark to the Somnambulist because how she here.
Go for it.
How do you that then?
I guess I'll just look at her and be like, "How's your chest feeling?"
Oh!
It's feeling splendid. How's your arm? Oh, sorry.
I know.
You
isn't
don't
it
have
great?
one.
I know.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. We're having a great time, aren't we?
Oh, I agree. But I'm doing great. I wouldn't say the same for you.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I can still use my weapons. I'm doing fantastic.
They've still got the other one, at least.
I'll take your other arm next. She goes back to flicking the papers.
I'm sure you will.
Ha. Ha. So, is that all?
We can.
I think so for me.
What's-
Underneath the breath, do you say, "I'll take your heart as well"?
I see.
Charpay's having a time. She just wants to have a polite dinner party, please.
Fair
Benny
enough,
just
fair
kinda-
enough.
I don't want to get murdered.
I've
Benny's-
got nothing.
Okay, we're gonna first go Benny, then Wilfred. What's up, Benny?
Benny just glances at one like, oh, is that hostile?
They just kind of smile.
Benny just looks back and realizes this is a dumb idea.
One winks at you.
Benny cringes. Benny visibly cringes.
Wilfred?
Speaking to the prophecy, but still kind of in the same position he's been in, he just goes, I have one question.
Fire away.
Where is he?
Where is your little imaginary friend?
Where is he?
Oh, don't tell me you miss him. All this time he's turned you into this, and you still care about him. Yelled at you, screamed at you, narrated you for years. You're quite lonely. I think that's funny.
Where is he?
Oh, don't worry, little one. He'll return to you soon. He's, well, being counseled at the moment.
Can we understand Wilfred, by the way?
At the moment, I'd say you guys can. There's some sort of spell in the air.
Okay. Neat. Well, I mean, I guess, like, it would have been funny if he was just saying that to monster growls, but okay.
No, right now you guys can't understand him for some reason. It's kind of like sitting in the deep of your... It's almost like it's ringing through the deep parts of your head, less so that you hear it out loud. You still hear the growling noises, but it registers. You have understanding of it for just a moment.
Wilfred just goes quiet.
I think you all have a ride to catch, don't you?
Which one are you referring to specifically?
Well, the ones you all have tickets in your hands for.
Well, I'm gonna look at my hands.
Yeah. Surely enough, between your fingers there sits a shiny piece of parchment. A golden ticket. There's a language you can read. It feels almost dirty to do so. Like, and you feel something kind of rumbling very deep in your chests and such as it kind of like, it slowly morphs in your head. It almost gives you a headache for a second as it kind of shifts into something you can understand. You feel like you shouldn't be able to. But you can read it. Deus Ex Machina, Admit 1, round trip. The 12th month, 18th day, year 1000. The ticket stares back at you, blinking.
Well, that's not the chocolate factory.
It sure isn't.
Picks up
sure-
the ticket and looks. I'm assuming you said it's in our hands, so
It is indeed in your hands.
okay. Benny's just gonna kind of peek at it.
There is a shimmering holographic image upon it, which is of a golden eye, of course, and it is blinking back at you.
Benny just kind of puts it back down very gently.
It does not leave your hand.
Oh well.
Turn your hand over.
It seems your hands seem to be less like stuck in the same position. Like you can't physically move your fingers out of the way.
What exactly is the Deus Ex Machina?
Well, you tell me. You're the ones who got the tickets. Well, it would be rude to make you wait for the next train, don't you think? What a shame, though. I was really enjoying your company here today. It taps its fingers upon the table, in time with the ticking clock. Oh well, we'll meet again soon. After all, you're coming to the big reveal, right? I think you all deserve it, with all the contributions you've made. Princess and I have been working so hard on it. And Shu turns her head away in acceptance. Safe travels, my cursed ones. And before you can say anything in response, the tickets in your hands begin to glow. The world feels fuzzy around you, but you make out the sounds of idle chatter as you feel yourself moving and shifting away. Oh, come on! Why couldn't we do anything? My dear Aslan, when playing tag, you have to let the players run. And before you can stop it from happening, you slip into unconsciousness. Give me just a moment.
They gave us time. They gave us sleepy time tea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Drink bathwater.
No.
Get all your jitters out. Get all your jitters out.
I got bathwater.
Ah, what a time.
Even this motherfucker said, I love my daughter so much, but pushes her aside.
Have fun in the rain.
Have fun in the rain. All right, be
Benny's
good to
just like,
continue. I I feel like that's the whole party mood right now. Just whoa.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's our Discord status as a party.
Oh man. All right. All right. Were you ever conscious to begin with? You're not sure. The whole thing felt like a dream. Haziness and lethargy wash over you all. For a moment, the exhaustion and the cloudy feeling is like a comfort, a momentary step away from the fear, anger, stress. A train's horn bellows, and you hear the sound of rumbling wheels bustling beneath you, and a ticking clock. The surface you're on feels velveteen, and you open your eyes to a room of golds and reds, arced patterns lacing across the walls and pillars throughout the room. There's little loops of red that hang above you, and on the wall, on both sides of this vehicle you're in, there are 2 clocks, large astronomical clocks, gently ticking away. It's as if you're inside of a large clock tower, gently moving along some sort of bumping, winding road. A clock tower train, the Deus Ex Machina. In your hands, your punched tickets. And running against the top of the walls, there's red text floating in swirling arcane energy. It's in that same disgusting, deep language that's been planted within you. Next stop, the life tree. What do? There's no one else in here.
Well, we kind of need that.
Are we like sitting down or what?
You guys are all sitting down on basically these velveteen cushioned, like, long rows of couches, almost like being on a normal, like, subway or train express, but it looks much fancier, very, 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 very royal and regal in its appearance. And it's almost as if a clock tower had been put on its side, and that's kind of the train vehicle you're going in right now, and you are in the room of the clock itself.
Okay.
Well, that was nice.
Was it? Was it?
I think
Hmm.
I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit. That was a bit nerve wrack.
Yeah.
Benny's gonna quickly look for Wilfred.
Wilfred, you are indeed on the train. You're kind of, like, still hazy and waking up from all of that. What are you doing?
Immediately he's trying to feel if Marcel's there.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Then he, like, if he feels it, he's quickly looking around.
You look around the room for me.
He just stares forward.
You're staring at me.
Yeah, he's kind of in shock at this moment.
Marcel
looking.
is just sitting there and just looking ahead. No expression.
So he's in front of me right now?
He is sitting right next to you, in terms of, like, this cushion that you're on, and just sitting forward, completely straight posture, staring directly forward, not making eye contact.
Can we see him?
Yep.
Wilfred puts a hand onto Marcel.
He doesn't even move. You put a hand on my shoulder. You hiss at me, thinking that I'll understand what you mean.
Is he
Wilfred just continues to look down at him.
You're staring at me again.
Marcel?
That's not great.
Wilfred kind of gently takes his head and turns it towards himself.
Marcel's?
Yeah.
You move my head.
Wilfred kind of just starts to shake his head and quickly lets go.
You let go.
Is there like a back part of this train?
You're currently in one of the train cars, rather. There's a door ahead of you that's completely sealed, and a door behind you that does kind of have a glass, like, going through to the cars behind it.
Wilfred's just kind of, like, he quickly gets up and is just trying to move away. Probably goes towards that door to see if he can
You are being
get away
narrated
from
the
this.
entire time. And no matter how far you move away, you still hear it the same volume in your head.
Well, he's still trying to continue on.
You stop at the door. It is locked shut.
He just turns his back to the door and then just slumps down.
You slump down. Defeated.
Oh dear.
Benny's gonna get up and try to walk over to Wilfred. Kid, are you okay? Fuck. Right, Well, what's going on with Marcel?
You know, can't really explain this right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
While that's happening, I'm just gonna go like wave a hand in front of Marcel's face.
Nothing is, no reaction.
Benny
I mean,
realized
I-
after asking his
Aw.
question that he can't answer it. Because he's
Yeah,
a
I mean-
genius.
I mean, yeah, Charpay's gonna go over to Marcel as well and be like, hey, Marcel, are you in there at all? I mean, I guess you can't say that, but...
Nothing.
Nah, can anybody home?
So, at this point, Marcel can understand Wilfred's thoughts, right? I mean, he's kind of in his head.
Yeah.
So I can narrate, like, what Wilfred is thinking right now.
You may.
Okay.
To the presence of Marcel.
Yeah. He's kind of just in his head going, why do you have to be there? I'm gonna do this again. Just, why? Why do you have to be right there? Get in my head again if you're gonna make me do this.
Nothing.
He just continues to sit there.
Oh dear. Okay, well, Marcel, are you able to move at all on your own?
Oh, there's nothing in response.
Okay, presumably not. Okay.
Can I poke his shoulder?
You can poke his shoulder.
I will poke his shoulder.
You poke his shoulder. He moves in response
Does
to
he
the
still have the
poked
friendship
shoulder.
bracelet?
He still does have the friendship bracelet. And you kind of notice this entire time he's been clutching onto it with, like, one of his hands.
Hmm.
Well, he's gonna stand back up from where he was standing near Wilfred and step over as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tap your wrist.
Charpay's gonna... oh, you go, sorry.
Tap your wrist. You can understand me.
I want you to roll persuasion.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Moments.
Moment. She is. What is that? Dirty 21.
Get him.
All right, just throwing something out there in chat real quick. But that was a dirty 21.
Yeah.
A dirty 21. Okay. Lelee. Actually, crap. Here's the issue.
Oh no!
Yeah, Lelee, you have a bit of a vision problem. I'm gonna have can Charpay and Bennie, who are in the area, both roll perception?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Okay.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Let's see. Which one
Was
you are?
okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, that's a dirty 23.
That's a 2.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
We'll say that, Benny, you were walking over and you didn't manage to hear what Lelee had kind of quietly uttered to Marcel. Charpay, you see just very gently the subtlest motion of the wrist, like, being tugged up and then quickly slammed down. And for a moment, there's like a shiver goes up him, almost like it hurts. Wilfred, you feel a tiny spike of pain.
Okay.
I mean, Charpay's looking over at Lelee and be like, he did. Well, that's better than nothing, but still not excellent.
And at least he's still in there.
Yeah, he's in there. Okay. Well, I mean, Charpay's just like also gonna lightly put her hand on the friendship bracelet and say like, well, we're gonna figure this out, okay? Hopefully.
You see something like welling in his eyes for a second before it almost just evaporates.
Oh.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Benny's gonna look back to Wilfred, and he's just gonna be like, nod your head if he's ever done this before in your past.
Wilfred, very hesitantly, but just kind of shakes his head up and down.
Okay. Now, question for the DM.
Yes.
Were we aware of what the year was? Like, our current year?
Your current year is year 1000.
Okay, so Benny's gonna look at the ticket and be like, okay, no,
What does
that
that
busts.
say?
That busts my theory.
But what year is it? I don't know Roman numeral.
M.
M.
Does that mean millennium? Okay.
It's the Roman numeral for 1000, so year M.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Alright, so that busts my theory. I was thinking it might have to do something with time, but apologies for the prying question, Wilfred. I was just trying to figure it out.
Do we know what day it was when we left?
It was indeed the same date on your ticket.
Okay.
Oh. Well. Hope we're not late.
I think we made it just on time. And,
Yeah.
and then gesture to the trainer.
Yeah.
Time seems to be everywhere with this. The train, the clocks, time.
It does.
So somehow Marcel's reverted to what he used to act like. That's time. That's
Well, I mean, didn't the prophet, didn't he say he was going to, what was it?
Counseling.
Council.
counseling. Whatever that was. Definitely. Wait, are you guys okay? Like, oh god. So
Are
much-
we?
Roll perception.
Good
Everyone-
question.
Yeah, everyone roll perception.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Alright.
Unless you legally don't want to perceive.
Oh. Well, I'm sure perceiving. I got a 25.
Oh, you are. Put them in rolls.
I got a
put 'em in rolls.
14.
Okay, we got a 14.
sorry, yeah.
Oh, valid.
Tired for that.
Oh no.
I cannot see.
God, eyes are open.
What did Trio get, or is Trio not?
No, not because after having to deal with a motherfucker saying, "Hey, I got me creating your curse." Like, what you mean, bitch? What you mean?
You don't even want to perceive it. You're just like, no, I do not care for this right now.
I do not want.
Eyes closed.
I would rather
looking
not.
Up at the ceiling.
I would rather not.
I would rather not.
And well, I'll do it for you. Goddamn.
Okay, so with a 4 perception, Lelee, you're not really paying too much attention on anyone else in the room, or just paying attention to Marcel, as well as you can with your limited vision. Then we have Bennie. Bennie, you feel a little bit of a sinking feeling in your chest, but you can't exactly place it. And Charpay. A glorious 25. You're just kind of taking in this whole situation, this whole thing as a whole, and processing the information, whatever has happened to Marcel, everything that the prophecy has stated, things that happened inside of that room in general. Something has been messed with and tampered with. Something that only a being that can in some way control or influence curses could do. And you are especially getting that energy from one Wilfred and one very tired-looking Triao.
I'm not sure that we are. God, I'm kind of flashing back to that Panethra book right now that was talking about the types of curses. Cause
Do we still have that book? Or?
I'm not gonna
You
comment
guys-
on that,
you
but I
guys-
think I see it with the card here.
You guys do actually still have that book, to my knowledge.
We
'Cause-
do.
Bennie wouldn't think to look in it because Bennie did not perceive. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a 14 perception. You could still like think to do that. I wouldn't like bar your options there if you do want to open up the file.
Bennie's gonna like put his hand to his chest for a moment and just be like, "Anyone else feel super wrong to you?"
You all do.
No.
Okay.
Never mind.
Besides Lelee, you have a 4.
Literally no.
You have a 4.
No? What do you mean by that?
Well,
Literal gut
that's
feeling.
nice for you.
If anyone does need it, I am dropping Panethra all you need to know into the
Oh yeah, I already got it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
hell
ready
yeah.
to receive it.
I'm sending it in case anyone does actually want to read it.
Yeah,
During this moment here.
I'm having a little look-see.
Having a little.
Because I
Charpay
recall.
has Charpay cracked open the book.
Yeah, she's just like, don't mind me. I'm
reading.
just gonna check the Panethra book for no particular reason.
For no reason
Bennie's
at
gonna
all.
pop a squat and read.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of crowding around the book at this point. Can I just say, sad
Josie's like, what the fuck are they doing?
sad poetic cinema on my end that someone in here is anonymous alligator.
Oh
Oh.
Big L.
no! Oh no, is it me?
think-
No, I don't want to be.
I don't want to be Gator. It's no longer Gator Sunday.
Oh no. Later Sunday banned.
Gator
I am
Sunday.
I'm just looking around the card because I don't want to read.
Yeah,
There's no
fair
reason
enough.
for
Do you
me to
wanna
read.
do you wanna look through the
I don't
glass?
wanna read.
Do you wanna look through the glass?
Oh yeah, sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Peek through that glass.
You can take a little peek through that glass.
Ooh.
So, as you kind of look to see the glass separating you from the other compartments on this train, you can kind of make out, well, it's fuzzy, Lelee. Not
Not good.
not good. But it seems to be figures. I mean, you're not sure if it's your vision, like, failing you completely, that they all look this
Do you
dead
want me to roll
looking.
for them?
No, I'll just describe it for you. They all look like
Okay.
their souls have been sucked out of them, but you're not really sure if that's just you or if it's just
Is it the blurry look or are they actually dead?
it's the blurry look, but it's also a little blurry in an early Panethra Wilfred kind of way, looking like waterfall of mist.
Look at
Oh.
Hmm.
Taking a trip down to the swamp, I guess.
Taking a trip down to the life tree.
Or are they? Oh, they're going to. Oh, that makes sense.
Ah, it does.
Ah. They
Ah!
are dead and going to the life tree.
Makes
Oh, it all lines
sense.
up.
Makes sense.
I have connected the dots.
You're not
Yeah,
shit.
shit.
I've connected them.
Great
Bennie's
teamwork,
just
everyone.
squinting at the book.
All right, you're squinting.
Night reading.
I am going to quickly be right back. Be free. You're free of me for just a moment.
Funny, let's go.
You're free of me. You guys can continue to do stuff amongst yourselves, read the book, do whatever. I'll be right back. Got
Bennie's
business.
just kind of
Alright.
reading over Sharpay's shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Since Bennie is there, she's kind of pointing out the thing about abyssal Panethra, like the thing about it presenting in mental or spiritual curses, and you're like, so.
Bennie's kind of nodding
think
along.
that-
He really has to fucking
you know-
bend over.
Oh no. Charpay like lifts up the book over her head so she can see.
Thank you.
Of course.
Abyssal. Abyssal. Hearing abyssal's never good.
Yeah, it's really not. But it. I mean, what I'm gathering here is that there might be three. What's the word? Areas of curses here, and I think the prophecy may be a little abyssal in nature. Therefore, some problems have arisen with, you know.
You're right.
I mean, like she's just kind of like, gently looking at Wilfred and Triao. Not gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You feeling
Can I
okay,
just say in
kid?
the background that Triozio's touching the velvet? This is nice.
Good for them.
Hello, and I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello.
Benny's
Hello.
gonna
Hello.
lightly sit. How tall is Charpay?
How tall is Charpay?
She's
6 foot flat, right?
I mean, she's sitting down. In the heels, yes.
Ah, in the heels.
She's 6'5" she's still not a cockroach that tall.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, is she shorter? I guess
Oh
it's the
yeah, I
same.
guess shorter because there's no heels and also so probably like
Oh
five,
right.
5'6" or so.
Benny puts a
Yeah.
hand on their head and pats it gently and says, "Good work."
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, that
You too.
that-
You're fine.
Benny realizes the gesture was weird and is like,
You're
offers a
fine.
handshake.
Charpay will shake hands.
Benny just goes to sit with Triao. He's a little frazzled.
Oh.
Oh man. Did you guys
Is
get
there
what
any-
you want out of the Penether book? And also, yes, Lelee?
Is there anything else in the room?
Anything else in the room? There are little loop-de-loops ahead, kind of like the loop-de-loops you'd hang on to on subways, in terms of like the train type of subway. There are once again the clocks that kind of lead outwards, and it's kind of like going by really fast. It's almost like looking out of a window on the Pangea as things zip by you. It shows the image of trees and such kind of gently rippling past you. Occasionally, you'll see the flap of a feather. It appears to be nighttime outside, though. At this point, not to trust whether something is actually nighttime or not with the prophecy flying around.
Since you were gone, Lyssy, I'm just gonna say I was looking at the book for abyssal moments reasons.
Abyssal moments.
Connection.
Reasons. Ah, yes. Have you found anything of use?
I mean, I'm just recalling that abyssal Penethra appears in people with mental or spiritual curses, and it appears that the people with mental or spiritual curses are not having a great time at the moment.
Good analysis.
Yeah,
Good
please tell him.
analysis.
Yeah, just thinking, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I wanna.
We
Can I go
could
check out that door?
At least 2 more of these big bitches.
You want to check out that door? That's by Wilfred.
Yeah, check out that door. Hey,
Alright.
buddy, I wanna look at.
Wilfred's just kind of sitting there looking at Marcel.
He's still in there. He's not normal, but he's still somewhere in there. Charpay said that he tapped his wrist when I asked, so you know.
Wilfred doesn't really react too much.
There's a. We'll get him back. It's just gonna take a second, but we'll try our best to get him back. But he's still in there. He's just being really weird and sticky. Not sticky like the texture, like the you know what I.
He's still looking at Marcel.
Good talk. Good talk.
Aw, he needs a hug.
Aw.
Hug the bird. Aw.
Aw.
I mean, you can give him like a side hug, just like yeah, good talk.
Aw. A little pat, and then are you just kind of looking at the door?
Yeah, just gonna check that out.
You check out the door. It is definitely locked in an arcane manner. The glass seems to be incredibly difficult to pierce through. You need quite the strong weapon to do so.
L.
L.
Explosion.
Is there
moment.
anything on the other side, or is it just nothing?
It is just another train car. This time more of a normal train car look without the actual clocks in the inside of them. And once again, there are those just passengers who are just hazy in a way. There is kind of like the you can see, but they're kind of obscured by the other passengers. The small brim of a hat, just kind of there, but that's about it.
Can I knock on the glass? Does it make any noise?
It makes the noise of knocking on glass.
I want to knock on it.
You knock on the glass.
Do not tap the tank.
Yeah, no, do not tap the tank. It does not open or anything. There is no response from any of the passengers and such, nor like much movement. There's a little bit of a shuffling, but that could just be because you hit a bit of a bump on the track.
Understandable. I will. I'm gonna wave at the people who are probably dying and then head back to the train.
Oh, that's great.
Car.
I'm sure they love that.
And as you kind of walk away, Lelee, you hear the noise of knocking on some glass.
Huh?
I'm turning back around.
There's nothing at the door.
Huh. I'm gonna do it again.
You
Is
go
that the
over.
glass?
You knock on the glass there. Now that knocking sounds like it's on metal, and it sounds like it's above you.
I'm gonna look up.
You look up.
Hello.
You look up.
Hello.
Hello. And you hear footsteps stomping on the top of the train. You all hear this.
Hey, yo, what?
Oh.
I think
Did
we
I
have
just-
freeloader.
What have I done?
As you're all kind of looking around, you hear the train just start to lurch, or you feel it start to lurch around you and such. And I want everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh dear.
Someone's something with my knock.
That is going
Lelee
to
causes a
be-
havoc.
Uh-oh, goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Also,
13.
goodbye.
Nat 1! Charpay!
This is an enclosed space, so what's gonna happen to me?
Oh, 19, okay, 13, 13, okay, 13, 13, 19, 19, Nat 1. What a set of rolls we have here today on the funny cursed
Numbers.
ones, funny
On the
cursed
funny
ones.
cursed one.
Funny cursor.
Very
So,
funny.
all of you have succeeded besides,
Yeah.
As the train lurches, both Bennie and Lelee, you guys are quite dexterous. You manage to catch your balance. Wilfred, who is kind of already slumped onto the ground, you take a second to reorient yourself, but you're still fine. Same with Triao. Triao, you have a little bit of trouble keeping yourself balanced with only one arm to kind of reorient yourself in your center of gravity. Charpay, this completely catches you off guard, and with your light stature now and your light frame due to being an Aarakocra with hollow bones, you tumble right over, falling prone.
Oh,
And the objects are rattling around the train. Objects rather just like you hear rattling from the other train cars themselves. And from the side, you hear commotion, shuffling from around you and such. There's barely time to process as these rattling footsteps trample on the top of the train. What do you all do? Just real quick. Charpay, you are prone. Can't really do much.
Well, yeah.
Can I go try and help Charpay get up?
Aww.
You can try. You can try.
I will try.
I need to quickly.
I mean, I'm light.
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand. I do need to quickly respond to someone.
Person.
Individual.
Individual.
I got a 12. L.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's not
I'm,
bad.
I'm light.
Actually,
Mm,
I'm sorry. I'm second guessing a thing that I've been saying.
Do not.
huh?
You
Valid.
are big valid.
This is just like what happened with the mushrooms when we kept squatting too much. We knocked on the glass too much. Oh.
Listen, the fish is upset. You fucking pissed off the
Yeah.
aquarium.
Okay.
God.
There
The
we
whole
go.
aquarium is
I have
angry.
fixed a plot hole.
I'm proud of you.
Congratulations, you've won.
Good job.
You've won plot.
You've won
I've done it.
plot.
I've done it. Okay, what did you
At
get?
least one. maybe
12
more.
I got a
12 sleight of
12.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay. You try your best to try and help Charpay up, but the train rattles again, and you yourself you kind of like let go of the grip of Charpay as Charpay just rattles around the train a little bit more.
Don't cry.
Okay, I guess
Roll
no,
away.
Charpay.
Girl.
All right, go sleight of hand.
It's okay.
Can I just scream, hey, fucking stop or I'm gonna fucking stab this sword up there.
Oh no! Don't
Damn.
threaten the fish.
The commotion stops.
Hey!
Oh, that's polite.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It just
It's nice to know that they're reasonable.
Benny just like furrows his eyebrows and is like, "How did that work?"
Maybe
The
it's
the
polite.
train stops lurching. The footsteps stop. Everything's quiet, and the place is still.
Okay, one more yell. Stop twice if you're good. They're gone. Oh shit.
Oh.
And on that last tap, you hear glass shattering from the large clock window.
Oh dear.
And slowly squirming and writhing into the inside of the train car, long, thick tubes tipped with needles pierce into the ceiling of the train car. And lowering down is the familiar figure of a little Azamar to the inside of the car. And her needles are hoisting herself kind of into the air by attaching herself to the top of the train car. And she's just happily humming to herself, you know, just a little ditty, a little
Oh, hi again.
What a fun song! And she lowers herself onto the ground, her needles retracting into the pack on her side. And she kind of tilts her head, her eyes are fluttering delightfully. Hi, everyone!
Hi.
I guess.
That's such a fun little song. Heard it from that little dream of his. What do you think, Onesie? And through a bolt of lightning and a flash of red, you see the shadow cast of a tiefling behind you. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Our fucking chat's gonna
We didn't
fucking
even
stab
get there
again.
yet.
What?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh,
That's funny. That's not great.
No.
Oh,
Am I still
man.
prone or did I get up?
Right. Okay.
You are
goddamn it, we both
prone.
have
You are
it.
prone until the end of your first
Okay,
turn. So
I'm-
basically,
Alright, L.
Oh, we gotta roll against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in danger.
and what is that one?
Eon, to roll against you, I got a 24.
Yeah, I got a 10, so
Alright.
go first.
All right, cool. So first in initiative, would that be okay? That would be Lelee.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
So basically flanking you from both sides. You're kind of in the middle of the train car. The train car itself is about 50 feet, 50 feet like across horizontal and 80 feet vertical. I think I did that right.
Wide.
Widthwise, it is 50 feet. Lengthwise, it is 80, and like up and down, like from ceiling to floor, is about 30.
Perfect.
So that's it. And I'd say, Lelee, you're kind of in the middle of the train car. You're Wilfred's by the door, so I'm trying to paint this picture in my head. I could probably get us a grid, but
It's okay, it's okay.
basically,
great.
they have flanked you from both sides, so they are about it is 50, so they're about 15 feet away from you on both sides.
Alright. Might as well go after one. Come
All
here.
right. All right,
Let's-
fair enough.
Which,
What are you doing?
thinking emoji. Is-
Ooh.
I'll just do good old the staff of withering. on-
Staff of Withering?
So
I'm gonna
true.
Okay.
Expend one charge.
One charge. Okay, you pull out your Staff of Withering and you're just going to try and slam it right into his gut.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
See? 17.
17. Okay, and you kind of raise up this quarterstaff, and you are going to hold it up. And in just like a moment of pure adrenaline, just seeing him appear behind you and seeing the shadow, you turn around and you slam it like right into his side and such. He kind of holds up his arm to just barely block it, but you kind of hear it press up against him. It makes a hard thwack against the bone inside of his arm. You definitely can tell that it's going to bruise later, and he's just like going to bite down, kind of heavily chomping with his very sharp, rugged teeth. And then comes the charge of that necrotic, which just like pulses into his arm, and it kind of goes up it, and it reveals almost the inside. Like it makes his skin hollow for just a moment. As you can see it running up his body, you see the outlines of his bone and such as it goes up. And do your damage.
Alrighty.
I realized my mic was very close when I made it. Did like a big P consonant P. But
Yeah,
I did not mean to peak my mic, so apologies.
P for peak.
P for peak. Moving the mic away a little
True.
bit so I don't kill everyone with my my descriptions.
P.
I don't do thunder damage.
Sunda.
And in the meanwhile, on deck is Triao, so think about what you want to do. Did you get your damage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 26.
26. Okay, and you slam it, and this kind of, once again, this jolt kind of goes up. It reveals all of his like bone structure for a second before it dissipates. He goes back to looking normal and is just like gritting his teeth in front of you, and some smoke kind of like releases from the sides of his cheeks and such that are just barely the bow of his cheeks, which are just barely open. Okay, next up is Triao, and that would mean on deck is me, 1. So Triao, what's up?
I got a question first of all, cause did we ever get like a long rest or anything?
You
'Cause-
guys remember, if you can recall, what happened was that Neuraxis got you guys all back up to full HP, but I think spell slots have stayed the same. So I think
I have no idea where I'm at.
I think
Cause-
Wilfred
'cause
is
I'm asking
I think
'cause
like the only
of
person who's.
rage.
Oh, did you do a rage at
Yeah.
all?
Yeah, I did a rage last time because it was
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So no, you have technically not. You technically not.
I have no clue. I wasn't there when
Yeah.
the slots were being used.
Because with that in mind, then, because that was a what's it fucking called? I'm going up. Give me a
Valid.
second.
Take your time.
It was a frenzy rage.
Yes, you did do a
'Cause- and
frenzy
that
rage.
would mean that that would have meant that I still have the exhaustion because I didn't even think that
Oh.
of mine.
You
No.
would.
Yeah. Okay.
L. I'm sorry, Triao.
Great. No worry. She's gonna kick my ass now. Man, this is so sad.
You did taunt her.
Good. So I'm going for her because I want her dead.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Gotta make a promise is a promise.
Promise is a promise. Let me just look back at fucking exhaustion levels. I guess
Alright.
I'm on 1.
I think you're on. Yeah, I think you're on 1 because you did actually get to rest itself, in the subconscious. So that cleared exhaustion, but you did get exhaustion again. Yeah, so you're at 1 level.
We love being on 1.
We're doing the low voice.
Oh, hell yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna look at her and say, "Oh, girl, no."
That's what you're saying? Yeah. Hell yeah, go for it.
Yeah, bro. And then I'm gonna use the Ring of Ram and just
All right.
just go for her. Just try to bluntly hit her.
All right, sounds good.
Nat 20, get her ass!
Oh.
Get her ass!
Okay. Oh my
Kick this
god.
child's ass.
Get this child, get
Oh,
her out of
so
here.
what were
Get
you?
her out of here!
Sorry, rather, what were you hitting with first of all?
It's the Ring of the Ram.
The Ring of the Ram.
And-
Okay.
Uh-huh. And also,
Mhm.
wait, unless she's immune to force damage, I'm gonna be
Oh,
pissed.
hang on. I do actually have to check this.
Yeah.
Pain.
Does that count? Actually, I don't think that counts as a spell attack, does it? Or no, it's magical, so I do have resistance. So it's gonna be neutral
Well.
damage. I'm very sorry. But as you kind of just like you see this momentary stuff happening and you jump right into action, making sure that you are going to go all in on that threat that you posed earlier. And you're going to kind of hold up the ring of the ram and just like shine it in front of her, and in like out comes these giant spiraling tendril, or not like tendril, they almost spiral out like tendrils and shape themselves into ram horns and such. And they're going to just drive like right kind of into her heart area that you said it was going to, and just kind of pierce through her levels of clothing there. Not all of them though, and just kind of like stab in just gently.
We love to hear it.
Just a
Also,
little
I was gonna,
Just a
my
little
dumbass
bit.
was gonna say, "Oh my god, is this melee attack?" But no, it's magical.
It is indeed magical.
Yeah, because I also have my brutal critical. If I had like a critical, and I could have had a double.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, that would have been 16 in total, but
16
you know,
in
it was
total?
already doubled. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so 16.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Okay, still a very solid hit kind of into her side, and she's like pushed back a fair bit, and is just going to like kind of dig her feet into the ground. You actually notice that her shoes have these kind of like buckles in the back that are made of steel that kind of like pierce down, and you hear the scraping noise against the ground as she tries and keeps her balance on this train itself. Okay.
And also, yes, I had extra attack.
Oh yes, you sure do.
We love getting the rocket axe back out.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
One
It's
quick
do you
question.
remember this,
Quick
bitch?
question. Can that be used with one hand?
I feel like
Is that a two-handed weapon?
big battle axe.
Is it a
Oh,
battle
no.
axe or is it a great axe?
Yeah. No, it's a battle axe.
I think I'm gonna have to look up battle axe. I don't want to ruin your thunder.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna have to look up battle axe as well.
battle axe is
Yeah.
it's a martial weapon.
Thunder.
It's not two-handed.
Hey!
You can
Yeah.
actually use it.
Fucker.
It's a versatile weapon. You are gonna have to do 1d6 or what's the damage dice on it?
It's a 1d10 slashing and then 1d6 fire. If
Okay,
activated.
go down by one dice. So that would be 1d
Heard.
1d8 and then 1d4.
Heard. Anyways, just taking it out and saying, "You remember this? I'd love to plunge it into your heart again."
I'd love to see you try.
Yeah.
Damn, bitch. Okay, that's a 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit? Oh,
Yeah.
does not hit.
Ah, que
Dang.
tristeza.
And as you try and slam it into her, true to her own threat, she gently sidesteps out of the way with like a little, a little bit clumsy on your offhand, aren't you? And she's just going. She kind of like lifted herself into the air with those like tendril-like needle arms. Almost like how you guys know how in Spider-Verse how Octavius moves. That's kind of that's how she's moving herself. Basically.
Oh my god, that's really cool.
Oh yeah. And she is just going.
Such.
She's gonna giggle at you a little bit.
To respond to the offhand, I'll just say maybe it's an off arm.
Oh man. And
I mean, that's true.
she is just
It's
gonna.
off.
So true.
She's just gonna cackle at that. Well, it's so good that your motivation is survival. You're gonna need it. And whose turn is it? One. It is me. And so what's basically gonna happen here? One is going straight for the dirty punches and is going to like push
Yeah.
Lelee to the side and stand right over Charpay. And
Yeah.
from kind of his back, he's going to pull out this huge sasumata, which is a type of kind of a hooked weapon that kind of goes off into two separate sides. You can look it up if you want to. I will put the spelling in chat, but that's what it is. And it is going to crackle just all of a sudden with this kind of red and black lightning that kind of goes around him, just like kind of how he appeared in a flash of red and black lightning. And he is going to train this Satsumata over you, and because you are prone, he has advantage on the attack, therefore can use a sneak attack. And is just going to kind of plunge it down on you. It's almost like electricity is running through the two ends. It's like a taser, and he's going to kind of aim it at the neck and slam it down onto you. Okay, I have advantage to hit.
Yeah.
That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, I got you. I'm coming to defend you.
I'm very sorry. Okay, it's okay. 1d10. Well, I guess I shouldn't be saying it's okay. This is your life on the line. Oh, man. So that would be... Okay, let me roll damage on that. That plus that, and then doubled. Okay, that's actually not that bad. That's only 12. And he's going to slam it kind of down into you. Or kind of like the two barbed points of it kind of slam on either side of your neck. And a bit of electricity crackles up and kind of goes up to your head. You feel like a deep headache, a piercing one kind of like right above your temple, strike into you. And he's going to hold up the Sasumata again. And is just going to kind of put a foot on your stomach. And just give you a smile. A little sneaky smile. I forgot to add sneak attack damage real quick. So I'm just going to say that as he kind of puts the boot in your chest, his boot has metal filling on it. So the lightning kind of concentrates from your neck and shoots down, sparks down into your chest and kind of like bursts out there. And that'll be the sneak attack damage. So added to that...
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Added to that would be another 30 points of damage.
30?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're going to make a key point and defend for the rest of their turn. Okay. So
standing on top of me. How are you gonna defend?
They're just kind of like they're just kind of holding up their fists and such in preparation for everyone else and keeping their barbed tail kind of trained on the area around them. Okay.
Okay.
That means that was on deck. That would have been Bennie. Bennie.
Howdy.
Bennie, it is your
All
turn.
right.
On deck is me.
You. All right, let's fuck him up.
All right.
It's just time. It's time for Bennie to whip out the classic. Sorry, I'm stretching.
You're very valid.
So what I'm gonna do is you don't kick someone when they're down.
You don't.
That's not capiche. That's not cool. That's not. Bennie's going for them.
No good. All right.
That's no good. Bennie's going for them. He is going to start with a firebolt.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll to hit.
All right. Go for it.
25.
A 25 to hit, that definitely does hit, even with the dodge action. So basically what's going to happen here is kind of from both hands, you alight this kind of like holy-ish fire into your hands. It's sparkling with this kind of white radiant energy to it as well. That's kind of how your fire looks. In one hand, you have one ball and one the other, and the Somnambulist is going to try and sidestep out of the way of one, but kind of instantly, it was almost like that was to psych him out. You throw it into the direction that he was going to be, slams into his shoulder, and he's just going to once again just like bite down and do like a... What's up?
Good. Let me roll the damage.
You stepping elsewhere? You
Oh,
going
yeah,
somewhere,
also-
pal?
We also Radiant Soul,
Radiant Soul?
Very true.
but I don't get to add that on because I use that after.
Yeah, you break out into
26
Radiant Soul.
damage.
26 damage? Okay. Yeah, no, it kind of like just trails up. That's fire damage, right?
Yes.
Tiefling, half that.
All right.
But-
So 26.
That would have
half
been 13.
is 13.
Okay.
So Bennie's gonna now follow up with his extra action.
Okay.
With his scythe, and he's going to charge towards them using
Okay.
his movement,
Mhm.
and going to slash at them, and that is
With what?
with his scythe
Okay, sounds good.
with a 22 to hit.
A 22 to hit. Once again, definitely hitting. And
He has good modifiers.
yeah, despite kind of
Someone needs to.
despite the trying like the quick on his feet nature of one and such, they don't really anticipate. Oh, Hammy's going off. He doesn't really anticipate this level of movement from you, seeming to have underestimated you due to age or something of the matter. And they're going to get
Bruh.
slammed into by your scythe and such, but probably by once again holding up their shoulder, which is covered in thick padding. But it's still going to
that is
slice
a-
a bit through that.
It does a 12 damage.
Does a 12 damage, kind of leaves a small gash down his arm, and once again he is just hissing at you, basically.
All right, and that ends my turn.
Okay, excellent. So on deck was me. So it is my turn. On deck would be Wilfred, I believe? Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
Okay, so having this friendly conversation with Triao, the Somnambulist is...
So friendly.
Oh yes, she is turning to you, this medium aberration, lawful evil. And she is going to, from her back, just sports a bunch of these tubing and wires with the needles attached to them. And she's going to go, I don't think we had to have that much fun last time, and I want to change that. Now stay still. And she's going to fire one of these needles at you. That is a 13 plus 9 to hit. So I'm going to say that
No mames.
And it's going to stab kind of like right into your chest, kind of there. And she is going to multi-attack and do a stuck action on you because you are now stuck with a needle. And they are going to inject a spell right into your bloodstream, my friend.
That's not what I like.
Howdy.
And you kind of see this like pulse of energy kind of go up the tube, and you see it just like rushing towards you, right kind of where your chest is, where it's stuck in. You try to grab for it, but you cannot in time, as they're going to cast... What are they going to cast on you? Let's see. I'm checking here. Let's give that a good old mind spike. And what level are we going to cast that at? We are going to cast mind spike at the 5th level. So you're going to make a wisdom saving throw, actually. As this is kind of injected into you, you're trying to fight it out.
Wee. Wait, no, I have fucking disadvantage on ability checks. I'm fucked. I mean, just remembered. I fucking hate having this fucking. Okay. And we'd love to see a 7.
Okay, yeah, no, unfortunately, you cannot fend it off. I'm going to have to roll the damage on that as it kind of goes up, and it trails up, it kind of goes up your throat and to your head, where it just spikes out into a blossoming pain of psychic energy. Let's do some damage there. So I did that at 5th level, so that would be... Okay. Okay, you are going to take 24 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And the Somnambulist is going to use the rest of their turn to perform... No, they're just going to kind of pull themselves up onto closer to the ceiling. They're going to pull themselves 10 feet up and kind of scurry off about 40 feet away into the kind of corner of this room. Or not 40 feet away, that would be 20 feet away from the corner. So the opposite corner to where Wilfred kind of is right now. And they're just going to hang there. And just kind of chill. They're still humming to themselves, and they're also just gonna like, I did not mention this before, but as they stuck you with the needle, they're just gonna go, tag, you're it.
Oh no, we have to play tag now. It's the rules.
I mean, if she leaves, that works for me.
Fair enough.
He's going into her timeout corner. Never mind.
Okay.
Fuck this bitch.
Wilfred, on deck is Charpay, but Charpay, you are stunned for your turn, so I'm gonna say on deck is instead
Am I?
going to be Lelee.
How far did the Somnambulists move away?
So from you, since you're up against the door, they would be 45 feet away from you.
Okay. Wilfred's running up to them.
All right, you run on up.
And I'm going to use Acidic Tendril.
Okay, go for it. Hammy. He is barking.
Nat 20.
Nat 20! Oh.
Get his ass.
All the rolls against the Synapses is just gonna be nat 20.
It's really just the nat 20 day against her. She's having a no good day.
Please.
Oh, man. And,
It needs to get worse.
And Wilfred. As you're kind of running up, kind of going past the entire train car, for a second your vision slits to the side where you do see Marcel just sitting there in the middle of the carnage. He is still saying your every movement in your head, but you just block it out for just a second. You need to do this, and you need to do this for him. You kind of run up, and the Somnambulist doesn't even really see you coming. She's too focused on Triao. And when she does, she lets out this large shriek as you just like pounce on her, tearing her down from the ceiling. And with the nat 20 as well, you manage to yank out the needle from Triao as well and just slam her down onto the ground with this acidic tendril. And probably push a few of her own needles into her in the process. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Do you still need to roll the strength saving throw for a grapple?
For a grapple? It's a nat 20. You can grapple her.
Okay. Then that is a part of it. Let me roll damage. That is going to... Do I add anything to the damage? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, that's going to be 7.
Okay, and as with 7 damage, as she is just kind of slammed there and held up, she's just gonna go, "Aw, pretty little frou-frou wants to give me a hug, doesn't he?" And just gonna start laughing in your face. Aw, too bad your little friend's not here to back you up. And she's going to do a legendary action and try to do a check to escape this grapple. So strength.
Do I need to roll against this?
Yep.
Okay. 16.
Okay, she does have -2 strength, but that was a 17. I got a 19 and subtracted 2. So,
Oh.
with a bit of struggling and such, you can kind of see it's more like the whirring in her backpack. You see the needles kind of like pry the tentacle away from her, and she's back onto the ground and is going to take her second legendary action of this round of initiative, and is going to just kind of grab you and just like she's gonna stick her hand out and just kind of clench it, and you're going to roll yourself an intelligence saving throw.
All right.
-1 intelligence.
That's 11.
That's 11, unfortunately not. And you feel yourself just like raise up into the air, and she's like, I think you deserve a little hug too. And is basically, it kind of does feel like something's wrapping around you for a second, as she does kind of wrap a bunch of her needles around you, and one of them kind of like sticks up near your throat. And but then she's just gonna laugh at you and throw you back 30 feet to the other side of the train car. And that's her turn. That's her legendary action. So
Does that do any damage?
oh yes, it does. It does. As you slam onto the ground, you are going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. So that means top of initiative, because Charpay is unfortunately stunned. Charpay,
Yeah.
you are now no longer stunned though. It is time
Well, I'm
for
still prone.
or rather, no, you're. Oh yeah, you are on the ground. Interesting. So that means with your dirty 20, it is time for Lelee. On deck is Triao.
Alright, so what's one doing right now? How's he going? How's he
Literally standing on top of me.
Yeah, still kind of standing on top
Okay.
of sorry, rather Charpay. But he's kind of glaring daggers into Bennie right now, and has his arms kind of up after deflecting attack, and seems to be quite upset.
Alright, his back is open.
His back is
That's what I'm
open.
hearing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my guitar, along with the nice gauntlets I have, and I'm gonna stab him in the neck.
Ooh.
Get his ass.
Because if you want to play dirty, I might as well join in the fun.
Okay. All right.
Nothing but respect and love.
I am going to do a reaction to this, but
Okay.
I'll actually have you roll to hit first. Oh, did you say it? It might have cut out.
No, I said I captain. Hey, we keeping up the numbers today. I got a nat 20.
Well, okay, never mind.
Hey!
The reaction does not work. Go for it.
Hell. Okay. It's gonna be.
This is the fight of nat 20s. I tell you guys that.
Finally, after so many years, like 1 year, but year.
Yeah,
He's
1 year.
one.
Sorry, I'm counting.
All right, valid. I will describe it in the meantime. You kind of walk up around to one, and one, kind of sensing your presence, is going to try and step back. And as you kind of tear the guitars forward, you feel them force themselves through this kind of like misty electric illusion of it. But like very quickly, you manage to just get yourself by this electric clone one has seemed to have made of himself, and you find the real one and just stab it directly, like right under kind of where the chest area is, kind of arms hooked or fingers hooked in just a slight way. There's a type of hand called a knife hand. When you stab it into people, it can like pull people's ribs out. You're kind of doing that position right kind of under the chest area. Right under the
Alright, that's just gonna be 10 normal damage, but is it too late to... Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
All right, fair enough.
That's okay.
That's your turn. You just stab it in there.
There's now a knife in his throat.
Yay.
There sure is. There sure is. So,
This gives me
I
an
like
idea.
that.
Triao.
Hey, it's a me. We're still trying to go to her. Hello. We love being up against her. Fuck. Ring of the Ram again. Why not?
Okay, go for it. You once again kind of you still have the ring out, and you're just gonna try and you're gonna kind of reposition its attack onto Somni, I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty, yeah, that hits. What is up with this party today in the 20s? This is so unnatural. What is happening, guys? Did you guys get good luck after the week?
Yeah.
I actually remembered to use my proper modifiers this week.
Valid. I have a joke to make after the session.
God, I sacrificed myself with my nat 1 so everyone else can roll nat 20s.
Thank you, Charpay. Your sacrifice is not in vain.
Okay, here you are. Do-do-do-do. That's just 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Once again, the ring of the ram kind of stabs into the somnambulist, who it's just gonna go in kind of near the place near the collarbone and kind of between the area of the collarbone and the armpit. So just kind of there, stabbing right there, where kind of the filament that not the filament, rather, but the muscles that attach your torso to your arm are. There, and it just jabs in.
The extra attack, I just want to bite her.
Okay, you're just stomping over. Just gonna take a chomp. Where are you chomping, Triao?
Arm, since you
Arm.
disrespected my damn arm.
Fair enough, arm.
Arm it is. Oh, get these tests that we missed because that's a 5.
She kind of draws her arm away, and she's just gonna like wave it out in front of you, just like kind of taunting it at you, just like, "Aw, don't think I'm gonna be like you that easily."
Oh, you will be.
Aw, it's funny that you think that way. And all right, it is time for one. So, you know how I mentioned I did do that reaction, but Lelee kind of nat 20'd over it.
Sorry.
So, one had left an electric kind of clone of himself over Charpay, and that is still kind of dissipating. So,
Oh, there's 2 of them.
oh, there.
I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah, no. Basically, what happened was that I don't know if any of you guys have watched Ruby, but you
Yes.
know Blake's semblance, where she kind of like momentarily makes a clone of herself and steps back.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
basically it, but out of thunder. So one did that. Lelee, you managed to skirt by it, but this thunder clone still kind of exists over Charpay, and Lelee, as you kind of stab this under one's kind of chest area, he's just gonna like raise a big grin at you and go, "Bad mistake, doll," and is going to activate Quick as Lightning as a bonus action. And you see just like electricity like crackle through one as he is going to appear in a bolt of lightning right over Charpay in the place of his clone and such, going to teleport into the lightning, which is going to kind of expand around him and hit who all is in the area. I think it is Lelee and Bennie. So
Yes.
Lelee, Bennie, Charpay, you guys are, yep, you're gonna take some damage.
Okay.
You guys take 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, 7 lightning damage, and
Alright.
once again he is going to kind of like slam his metal boot down onto you, and is going to go, "I take great pleasure in this." And all right, let's freaking see what he's gonna do. He's gonna pull out the Sasumata, and it is going to start crackling with black lightning, and he is going to just kind of like raise it up, and it is once again going to summon another thunderbolt down onto you, Charpay. And by doing this is also casting Booming Blade, because this guy is wild. And since you are still prone, this is a sneak attack. Plus a Sasumata hit with electricity on it from the Quickest Lightning, plus Booming Blade. And you know what? For the hell of it, he's gonna Flurry of Blows too. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna roll
Yes,
the hit.
honey.
All of this damn stuff at advantage. Well, I will say that none of this is ever going to hit you. Because as he raises this up above you, you kind of see his eyes just like staring down at you. They're just red with fury. And you just feel the electricity coursing through your veins from just him arriving. Your eyes are boiling, and as you kind of shut them, you do feel the brushing of electricity next to your neck once more. And he's gonna go, "I love the look of life flashing before one's eyes." And one throws his arm up into the air, the Sasumata in hand. It's doing everything I just said it was going to do. It is preparing for all of that in one blow. "I'll be happy adding you to my..." And glass shatters, and something wet splatters on your face.
Oh.
And the rest of you see a glowing black blade sticking through the tiefling's chest. As the Sasumata drops to his side, one looks down slowly, arms shaking, before falling to the side, rippling energy warps and tears through the room, and a figure appears before you in a shimmering water-like ripples, and a blade is drawn from his back. Eggabooha! Hi! It's your turn in initiative. What do you want to do?
Yeah!
Let me mention him. I don't even know if he's listening in right now. But Eggabooha, hi, welcome.
I was on mute. I forgot that it wasn't since I muted my.
And
hardware
before
mute
you all
mic.
is indeed a lizard folk. It is your turn very suddenly in initiative. I'm slotting you in. You have just stabbed one for probably a lot of damage. I'm just gonna say it cut this guy down to half, but you have a whole turn in front of you. What's up?
Well,
Yes, King.
let's go ahead and slash again with my cutlass.
Okay, he is prone, so you can make this a sneak attack too if you want to add the extra damage.
You know what? You bet I will.
Okay, you raise up this cutlass and
Get his ass! Get his ass!
and you
One
are just
second.
roll for
I'm just looking up what sneak attack does
Of
because
course.
I'm not the most familiar with
it
this
does
class.
extra damage. I'm also gonna let you
You can deal another d6 of damage.
Actually,
Awesome.
that depends on level. I think you are level 13, so that's going to be, I think, 46
It
extra
does.
damage.
Yeah.
What do you say it's gonna be?
I believe
Sorry.
it's 46 extra damage.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be a little bit devastating. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's start
Get his
with
ass.
rolling
I'm
my
tired of this
my
man.
d8.
I'm tired of this man.
I roll. So initially I rolled an 8. 1 second. I'm adding up everything real fast.
Yes, King.
King, king, king.
King.
Yep.
9
9.
9.
to
God, he rolled
11
again. What a
9 to
king.
11.
to 12
to 12.
to 15
Mm-hmm.
to 20.
To 20.
You said 4, right? You said 4?
Yes, I did say 4. I did say 46, so that is 20 damage in total.
That is 20 damage in total.
Okay, and as you kind of like pull your blade out of the back of one, you kind of flip it in your hand a bit, catch it, do a nice little flourish and such, and you are once again just gonna kind of put a foot on him, just kind of replacing the actions he was doing against Charpay, and just going to slash your cutlass down onto him, which just kind of tears right through whatever armor he had, just puts a big gash down his neck, down his chest and such, almost going up to the neck, and you kind of lay down another slash as well. It kind of makes a big X on his chest and such, and he just like lets out this cry of pain from below you, and yeah. Everyone before you is a
Die.
lizard folk, and you all see this.
What the hell?
All I see are colors.
Charpay's looking up at this like, what the fuck?
I'm too busy
Well,
with
okay,
with
hi.
tsunami, so I don't care about
Wait.
this.
Wait, is this the same hat from the train?
It is the same hat from the train car.
Oh, dude, I was knocking at you. Bro!
And you hear from the kind of side of the train car, you little... This is supposed to be unfair on our side, not theirs. Who do you think you are?
I think I'm me.
Well, fair
I
enough,
like
me.
this man.
Nice to meet you, me.
I'll make sure your death is painful. All right. Let's...
Real quick,
You're on our
Anyway.
side, right?
Presumably.
All right.
I'd hope so.
One would
Let's go.
hope. One would hope. Benny, it is your turn.
Oh man, there's a new lad,
There-
and I'm ready to beat some ass.
You
Yeah.
sure are.
Let's see that fucker. Let's see that fucker. I wanna. Where is he?
One?
That guy.
On the ground?
Yeah.
Prone?
Yeah. The fucking prone. Yeah. That's fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, bitch doesn't like fire, but that's cool, cause I got ice.
You do have ice. That is true.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm gonna do is I am going to. Could I? Since I have my bonus action, because I'm not bonus action, but extra attack because
Mhm.
I'm a Sork fighter.
Mhm.
Could I use my scythe as an arcane focus to put a spell through?
I'll say yes, because that's cool as hell.
Thank you. So Benny's just gonna grip his scythe tighter, and I'm gonna roll to hit with the scythe.
All right.
haha, indomitable. I'm gonna spend. I have a fucking. Where the fuck? Me when I can't get juiced up because I can't find my fucking dice.
All right.
16.
16. Okay, and with this display before you, just why not? This has been all perfectly laid out for you. This kind of lizardfolk just gently steps out of the way for you to raise up your scythe and just carve it in. With what spell are you doing again?
Chill touch.
Chill touch, and it kind of ripples with icy energy as you slam it down, and these kind of the X mark kind of put through him, it just freezes up, and
All right.
it kind of like leaves blue markings up his silvery white skin.
So that's a total of that plus oh, this is gonna be juicy. This is gonna be juicy.
It seems to be juiced already.
This is gonna be juiced as fuck.
All right.
Would you like to hear about my 30 damage?
I would like to hear about your 30 damage. Holy crap. And as it kind of freezes up, you see this icy energy just going up the entirety of one itself. His eyes are kind of like glazed over in frost. Like, have you ever seen a bubble freezing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
that to his eyes. And he
Holy
is
shit.
just there, you know? Not dead.
Yeah.
But oof. All right, holy crap. This is quite
Really
the
quickly.
introduction. Yeah?
Before my turn ends, Benny's just gonna put his hand out to shake to the new person.
Will you
Yeah, I
return?
shake back.
Hell yeah! All right, we got
Hell
a nice,
yeah.
lovely, the firmest handshake you've had in a while. The handshake of a sailor. You know it very well.
Sorry, I went monkey.
All right, monkey.
Moment for sailor.
Holy crap. Okay, so that means it is time for the somnambulist, who is not enjoying what is going on in the slightest at the moment. And
Oh, really?
seeing this happening, her gaze is instantly going to go towards the lizard folk ahead of her. And she is just going to go, you. And is going to just, with all of these needles, is just going to kind of just spider-like movement right on over to you, and is going to prepare like a set of 4 needles and such. All of them are going to start rippling with the spell Psychic Scream. Let's go with that. Lovely 9th level spell. And
Holy shit.
she is going to try and stab these needles right into you, sir.
Oh, we just got him, please no.
Until a flash of teal cuts through the air, flaring like a sparkler as the somnambulist squeaks to herself, quickly turning to the source of the sudden light. You watch as a magic missile collides right with her eye, and for just a moment, the inside of her eye lights up in this teal color, and you hear the sound of splattering onto the ground, and the sound of a little girl screaming. The somnambulist falls onto the ground, her body contorting in writhing pain. And in the doorway is a new figure. Hello! Snorp, it is your turn in initiative. What's up?
Alright, I'm gonna come in and smack her with my quarterstaff.
Go wild.
My man said, hello, bitch.
Hey!
And this huge hulking figure pushes past you all. You kind of all move out of the way, just like, oh god, nope. And he slowly pulls out a quarterstaff from underneath his cloak. And I'm just gonna let you hit this.
Alright, then I still smack it on the head with 4 damage.
Okay. And
Yeah, poor Devin.
kind of right over the head where she's clutching her eye, you're just going to smack her onto the ground, and she lets out another scream of pain. And she is just on the ground, just kind of writhing and such. Huh. Well, hello. Does anyone have anything to say about this?
Is he with you?
Nope.
I don't know.
No,
I've
okay.
seen him before.
Ah, okay.
Gotta say, I really like your staff.
Thank you.
Huh. All right.
I've got 3 just like it.
Triao's all the way in the corner. It's like, who the fuck are you people?
Oh my god.
Don't say anything, they're helping.
All right, with the somnambulist's turn completely shut down, that is going to lead us over to Wilfred. What is up, Wilfred?
Okay, I guess he's going to try and attack the Somnambulist again. How
Alright.
far away are they at this point?
She kind of moved up to where this robotic figure is, and is going to move on over. Has probably moved about 25 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, I guess he's just going to come up.
All right.
And, yeah, I'll just do an Acidic Talon.
Okay, go for it. You raise up your claws and are going to slam it down into her. Well, hopefully.
17?
17 does hit at the moment, I believe. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Kind of like as she's on the ground kicking and screaming, you're just gonna add insult to injury and just claw your talons right through her. Probably like right across the face, and there's just a ripping sound, and she kind of fully like leans over and such, like there's a pool of radiant blood kind of dripping out from where her face is supposed to be. Not good. Not good.
Alright, I did 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, alright, alright. Is that your turn?
Sure.
Alright, and finally, Charpay, you are up and at
Finally!
him.
Yay! I
Give
can
them
finally
hell.
get up. Does that cost my movement?
I'm just gonna say that at this point you've been helped up by someone. 'Cause
Okay.
let's just
Thank
bully.
you, Jesus. Well, I mean, first she's gonna look at the gecko man over here and be like, thank you. I'm gonna beat up this kid now. And, I mean, you said the somnambulist is on the floor. Is she prone?
Yep, they're both prone.
Well, I mean, I think one is handled at this point.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I want to do.
Okay, tell me.
I would like to get out my bag of scolding, and first of all, I'd like
No.
to try vicious mockery with it.
No, okay, go for it. What are you mocking her with?
I'm walking over to the somnambulist and just like, I think it's nap time, kiddo.
Oh.
And so, that's a wisdom save.
Oh. Nat 1.
If it worked.
Go.
Goodbye! Okay, well, I mean, that's just a d4 psychic damage.
Holy crap. Still.
Okay,
Oh.
2 whole psychic damage,
2
good
whole
job. But
psychic
also,
damage.
disadvantage on, whatever, yeah, next attack roll.
Uh,
And then, I want to put the bag of scolding over her head.
Whoa! This is horrifying.
Time out.
Huh. Yeah.
Committing murder.
Yeah, you sure do that. You just kind of put it over her.
Wait, roll
like-
to do that advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Holy crap,
Alright.
this child.
I guess, I'm assuming I add, like, normal bonus to that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that would be I rolled a 14, I guess, plus 5, so...
Unfortunately, she swats it away.
19?
Oh,
Bruh.
19? 19?
Yeah.
Oh, with the
Yeah, if
additional
I
of
add
that.
my
Yeah.
5.
Okay, well, if you add your 5, you are just going to,
Yay.
just kind of put a taloned foot on her back and kind of pull up the bag over her head, and you hear a choked sob in there.
Aww.
What? Don't say aw, fucking.
Maybe
I
we
forgot,
shouldn't
where'd the bag of scolding go? How much damage does it do?
I do not know. I do not remember. I know it does psychic damage. I
I was
think
just looking at it and then I forgot.
L.
Damn, where'd it go? I think it does damage when she's in there, but...
I mean, her head is in there.
Yeah. Damn it, where did it go? I may be stupid.
Felt that.
I don't know. Well, I knew she's in there now.
All right. Her head is indeed in there. All right. Oh, man. So, basically, with all of that done and such, you have on the ground just frozen in both fear and ice itself, one. And the somnambulist curled up on the ground. You can see blood dripping down from the bag of scolding. And, you guys see yellow light flooding in from both sides of the clocks on the train car as those yellow eyes stare right back at you all. And you guys all here, you've done enough. It's time to return. The show is happening soon. And you kind of see the forms of one and the somnambulist slowly fizzle out on the ground, and the eyes disappear, leaving you all victorious on the inside of the Deus Ex Machina. We are out of initiative. Go! Actually, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Dinner
So,
time!
Yeah.
We're taking a very quick break. Egg and Snarf, hello! Welcome to the campaign!
I
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I'm very excited.
We are quartered.
Howdy.
We like to see men.
I'm so unreasonably
Moment.
excited about that.
Men moment.
I've known these
God.
men for 2 seconds.
I need
and
to,
I
I need to-
die for them.
I need to check your guys' levels real quick. Could you speak, Snorp?
I'm speaking right now.
Alright, could you speak, Egg?
I am speaking
Excellent,
now.
excellent. Alright, I'm gonna be right back and go to the bathroom. Break time. Not a grintermission, but an intermission nonetheless.
This is so
I like this
sad. I really wanted to just open her chest and take her heart for myself.
Alas.
Alas, we couldn't.
Yeah.
We'll do it. in
Also,
the future.
also, I found the bag of scolding. It only would have done 1d6, so whatever. But she is in there.
Anyways,
Anyways,
makes
welcome to the
stupid, witty
intermission.
remarks.
I think
God.
Listen,
You hear?
man, these points, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Unreasonable excitement over 2. Look at them. Look at the way
I
they
got
stand
another
there.
reptile up in this bitch. Fuck everybody else.
Sir.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Yes.
God.
Fucking me when I get tea.
Welcome back to the intermission. This time we have a recorder.
So true.
This is
Oop.
for the gecko and the robot.
Yes.
Hey,
I love this song.
love this song.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I haven't had to roll a d20 yet because I rolled 4 in preparation, just mentally preparing myself, and 2 of them came out as 1s.
No!
That's a bad omen.
No.
No.
I mean, if you get them out now, that's good.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, do you want
But
to
if
hear
it,
okay, I have to roll for all of the characters that I meet, and I got a 4 for your character, Egg. So
Oh
I
no.
I just don't. You don't exist to me.
Yes, though.
You just don't. All I know is hat. I didn't
that
get
is true.
Better for Snorps. I got an 8.
No. That's not what you like to hear.
We're starting out strong with these new guys. Man.
Also, hey, look at that. Like, if you look at the online, everybody's online.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all here.
The gang's all here.
We're not dead.
Not dead at all.
So true.
Whoa.
My Discord, for some reason, said that no one was in this witch chat for half a
Hello.
second there.
Oh no.
We're dead. We're imagination.
Hello, everyone.
No,
Hello,
it's
hello,
not
hello. Oh no, we're not real. No. Well,
Eggabooha, wake up.
my imagination is going at it once again.
very valid of you. Oh my god.
This is Marcel, but 10 times.
No, not Marcel. Not in Wilfred's time of mourning. You can't do this to him.
I can indeed.
I am.
Get his ass.
I'm going
You
to
gotta hold it.
very quickly do Egg and Snorp's formal first question of the day in the intermission. Because why not?
Yeah.
Question of the day. Egg, if you could cast one D&D spell, what would it be?
Hideous laughter. Hideous laughter.
Yep, there it is. right as rain.
Hopefully not on me.
So true.
Definitely
Cole,
not on
You had
Cole.
an idea of what I'd cast it on, eh?
Oh, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows.
Inside jokes.
Finally, my
inside
pirate
jokes.
puns will be funny.
No, not the pirate puns. We've opened up the door to something too strong. Holy crap. And Snorp, question of the day: if you could cast one D&D spell, what would it be?
Probably Animal Friendship, but I don't know. That
Aw.
just seems like a nice one.
It is a nice one.
Hideous laughter.
I do have one more question for Egg, and it's a question I've asked at the beginning of stream twice, and I feel like it's my duty to finally ask it to the person who I know has the answer deep in his heart.
He has the answer.
Oh no. Oh
Alright.
no, I know
I
it's
need to
coming.
know.
Is a
It's been
pair
haunting me.
that is not quite a pair yet, a pre-pair.
Come on, Egg. I need to know. My
plead
my
the-
wife is relying on me.
Begging
I
you.
need to know
On
now.
my knees.
I plead the fifth.
You can't
No!
Please. Why?
Motherfucker, this is not a court of law.
We've been bested. We have been beat this time, but one day we will. We will get the answer if a pair that is not quite a pair yet is
No,
a
wait.
pair.
You can't plead the
The worst
fifth. We
day
are
of my
the
life.
grand jury. Answer the question.
No, I'm the judge here, and I will say you are allowed to plead.
Oh, we
the
are in a
fifth.
court of law. Never mind.
Alright.
Yeah, we are.
Alas.
We-
Put away the government.
Cole
I
is the
plead the
defense
fifth to the court of
attorney.
public opinion.
Alright.
The amendments can protect you from the government, but not from me.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Objection.
Oh.
For the last time, for the last time, the First Amendment protects you from the government, not the Justin.
The recorder.
That's me coming after you, bro.
All right.
No.
I think Crime's going to be back in a moment. I'm not sure on that matter. I'm the precipice again. Not the precipice, the prophecy again.
Oy, oy, oy.
How are we all feeling? What's the feelings?
We're feeling.
Are we feeling today?
Oh, we're freaking feeling.
Oh yeah.
Wilfred's not feeling good.
He is.
That's on him.
Wilfred needs a hug. Just saying it. Someone needs to just gently pat Wilfred on the head. And give him a little hot
Please.
chocolate.
I
And give him a little
tried.
blanket.
No.
Chocolate can fucking breast even eat chocolate.
He's not a dog! I know he's frou-frou, but look.
He's
Google
good for my heart. He
compared
can't
to
eat chocolate.
chocolate.
We love
Can
frou-frou.
birds eat chocolate?
Man,
Can
it's so
birds
funny
eat
how I
chocolate?
was like being really intimidating as the prophecy, but
No.
the second I played Somnambulist and won, I just completely lost it, which is in character, because Somnambulist is a teenage girl who sucks. And one is just socially awkward, so I'm gonna say characterization.
I have bad news. I looked it up. Lizards cannot eat chocolate.
Neither
No.
can
It's
birds.
also
No.
confusing the birds.
Chocolate is.
It's the theobromine, bro.
This is the saddest day of my
While
life.
we wait for Crime, we're just
Eat
figuring out
chocolate.
what cursed ones can eat chocolate.
Which person
Yeah.
ones will receive the chocolate that I gave them on Valentine's Day?
The real
We'll find out.
question is which cursed ones can eat spinach?
That would be
Presumably all of them.
Me.
I'm almost back. I forgot the soy sauce.
All right, so when you're
It's
back,
okay,
we
sorry,
will
Sarah.
jump in. I'm gonna just kind of let you guys go wild for the last 40 minutes or so.
apparently,
Yes, sir.
apparently
Right?
Venus flytraps can't eat chocolate either.
No. I know
That was the
it.
saddest thing I've heard all day.
Hey, can elves eat
I-
chocolate? Can you look up
illegal.
if elves can eat chocolate?
Please.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Do I count as an elf anymore?
You count.
Yo, Lyssy.
Yeah?
Amalgamation.
Yo, Lyssy.
Yo,
You want coffee?
yeah.
Alright, I'll get you a... What you want then? Milk? Sugar?
Oh, are we doing the Canada bit? Okay, give me a double.
You want double?
Give me a double at the Timmy's. Go. I do want a hash brown. They always forget the hash brown.
Oh, listen,
Not the damn hash brown.
We got a new
Not
egg
the
recipe.
hash brown.
Thank
We got a
you.
new egg recipe.
Thank
Actually,
you.
have
Thank
seen
you.
the Tim's new egg recipe?
I have
It's
seen the
so
Tim.
good.
This is I have seen that. I actually had the Tim's new egg recipe. It kind of sucks. Anyway.
Why do you change an egg recipe
So-
for an
Oh,
egg?
I gotta debate this. This
No,
is
we're
like-
not. We'll leave the debate till the end of the session.
I googled if elves can eat chocolate, and I keep getting websites about those elves on a things. Please.
I-
Christmas.
Oh my god.
I got the same result. However, I did learn one thing: elves can eat cookies.
Oh.
Thank God.
I never
You're
wanted
talking about the
chocolate.
Keebler elves?
What is the
My
elf
name is
lore?
Lan-
Can
my-
elves on the
my
shelves?
last name isn't Lenoble, it's Keebler.
It's
Any elves in
Keebler.
the chat?
We got Keebler. We got Keebler Elf Lelee. We got the Geico Gecko. We're about
Oh
to
my
become-
god.
Did you know?
And we got
You
Elton
know,
John
you
with the whole set.
More on
They're
time,
true.
sir.
I'm sorry. We have commercial successes Keebler Elf and Geico Gecko, and then Elton John. This is quite the campaign. Okay, we're gonna jump back into it. Once again, I'm kind of just gonna sit back for this. Ask me things if you want, roll things if you want. But once again, you guys are back on the train. well, you've always been on the train, having just defeated one and the Somnambulist, and they have just taken their big L and they left. So, you are now all alone with one another on this train car of the Deus Ex Machina. Go!
Holy moly! Who? Benny like composes himself. He has a moment of just like awe, like look on his face, just like what? Like he's pogging right now, but now he's. But he composes himself.
He is not pogging, I swear to God.
He composes himself. And he's like, "Thank you so much. Who am I thanking? You two. I'm Bennie. It's nice to meet you."
Hello.
Is it still the Feywilds?
It is still the Feywilds. Bennie, you don't remember your name, so I'm just gonna say you can switch that back to John.
My name's John.
Okay.
Okay, it is still Feywilds. I do want to throw it out there. Still Feywilds. Yeah.
Oh God, I was
Hey,
fucking forgot.
I will step forward and introduce myself. I am
Be very
unknown.
careful with that.
Or, my name is unknown, but you can call me Own.
Cool.
Hi, Own.
Cool.
I then proceed to also walk forward. Hello. My name is Thrux. If you do not like people such as politicians, rich people, whoever oppresses the poor, I say well met.
Eat the rich. I'm gonna fist bump.
Hell yeah! You guys
Literally.
do the
Literally.
crispiest of fist bumps.
Wait, I could hypothetically actually eat the rich. This is the greatest moment of my life.
What I should also note, yeah, no, I actually no, I don't have anything to note. We're good.
Does eating the
Okay.
dog count as eating the rich?
Wilfred is kind of curling over to sleep in the corner for a little bit. Yeah.
Aww.
He
Nice
deserves
to
it.
meet you, buddy. I'm Eric.
Hello. I'm gonna look at Wilfred and say, what is that thing?
My friend.
That's not a thing. His name is Miles.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of a difficult time at the moment. We're here to try to cure him.
Oh wait, can they see Marcel?
Considering the fact that they are not undead, they cannot see Marcel. So they do not see the ominously staring lizard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask this in character. Have either of you died before?
At
At any point in your life?
I have not. I have never died, but I have been inactive.
Makes sense.
Huh.
I've died inside.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm
I guess I can ask if you see the lizard sitting there.
I don't see a lizard. I see who I'm interacting with now. I do not see a lizard.
Okay,
Okay,
so
not
they
dead.
can't.
Good job. That's a good quality to have.
okay.
Yep.
It means you haven't died, which I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
That's good. Please stay alive. Thank you.
Yep.
Don't die.
I mean, unless you guys are
Don't-
talking about me, I guess.
I don't recommend it, honestly. Not being able to
Yeah.
breathe. Sucks.
Yeah.
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 Because sometimes I just start drowning and I'm like, yo, what? And I don't even need to breathe. It's a wild ride.
Not being able to breathe the fresh air off the seven seas? Can't imagine that.
Sailor.
Well, I mean, I can breathe. I just
I mean-
don't need to. Like,
When-
breathe is breathe. That's weird.
Breathing's important.
Oh.
Yeah, right. If we're stating the basic of life, food is good, breath is good, water is good.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Beza put his hand
Amen.
up to shake again. This is great. Benny's getting along great right now.
So you're going to shake, open up your hand for a handshake again?
Yeah, Benny.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is great.
I once again
A
shake
nice,
back.
once again, firm sailor's handshake from the both of you.
Well, it's good to meet ya. Okay, don't know why my accent went like that. Okay, all right.
In the presence of another sailor, you just accent activates.
Oh, in the presence of another
Yeah.
sailor, it just happens.
You're northern.
Oh.
I look over at Unknown. Quite a coincidence that we both appeared at the same time. I saw a commotion and I had to go help. There's a sense of unease from me towards Unknown.
All right. You seem yeah, you're a little bit suspicious off the bat. Just it is quite the odd circumstance that two people almost at the same time came to assist in a fight against people like this, especially on a train like this.
I guess my question is... Oops, sorry, please go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think we had the same question. I was just gonna ask where you came from and why you helped us, because do you know who that was just now?
Well, myself, I am currently here. The guild. I imagine you know the guild of
Ethelar.
Ethelar.
You got it.
Thank you. Has taken someone quite special to me. The person who raised me to be the pirate I am now.
Oh.
And I aim to get them back.
Huh. Seems we're
And
both missing people.
my aspiration is to help people, not those in power. I say fuck those people.
Hell yeah! Hey!
However, I don't detect anyone here. I side glare at Unknown.
You could say they're an
It's
unknown
particular-
variable.
It's particularly
Variable.
Go ahead.
it's particularly rich.
You've made the wrong assumption in this party.
Man, I want you to guess.
Is everyone just side
I
staring?
want you to guess. Please.
Well,
That works so well though.
God, I wish things were simple enough to worry about money again.
I mean,
Right.
Tria's gonna go up to a little lizard over here. He just go, I didn't even get to introduce myself. I'm Drake. I already love your hatred for rich people. You should have been with me in the war, bro. Oh, good times.
Oh, we're telling war stories now.
Yeah. War stories. Good times, good times. See how good times.
Oh man.
Sorry. Well, says Unknown, stepping forward, I am here to go to the Tree of Life. I'm looking for something that will help me renew or re-find old memories I have that I lost a long time ago when they deactivated me.
Oh.
Huh.
that's
It's a very... Okay, I'm not gonna question it. Well, we're headed there too. So...
What a coincidence!
Yeah. Quite.
I'd feel really stupid if this is the only place the train goes.
I mean, it does still stay up at the top, kind of a portion of the room and such in a text that actually this whole time, Thrux and Unknown, you've both been unable to read where exactly this train is going, but the rest of the party, you still identify it as saying it is going to the Tree of Life, or rather the Life Tree.
Ah.
how long do you think it's gonna take us to get there?
Oh, are you saying that out of character or in?
No, in character. Just
In character.
Like, hey,
I was simply told to get on this train.
do you?
Yeah, I was told this is where the train would be heading. I have no idea.
Huh. Well, I'm Diana, by the way. I didn't introduce myself, but
Nice
well,
to meet you.
if you're looking, nice to meet you too. And thank you so much for the help. And I mean, we're both headed to the Tree of Life, I can't imagine it's gonna be awfully easy to get what we both want once we get there. So, I mean,
But I
maybe
must do
we
it.
can help you. You help us.
I would love to help you.
Oh, I understand. Great.
I must find where I came from and remember the past.
Hey, dude, memories are important.
Of course.
Before you
Yeah.
sign on to help us, though,
I actually lost my memories recently. It wasn't great. I got them back now, but
Benny?
sorry. Before you sign on to help us, though, Benny just pauses for a moment and runs his hand through his hair and just kind of glances to the side. If anything, he's looking to Wilfred for the moment, as if just the situation just settling in on him a moment.
Yeah, he's just still curled up and kind of sleeping in the corner. Seems very emotionally out of it.
Benny then looks back to them and says, "Listen, you're very noble for offering that, but if the odds that are against us right now are literally of worlds we can't even comprehend. I wouldn't want to make someone else suffer, like."
that's
But
true.
If you do
A
come
gamble,
with us,
you say?
a gamble?
A gamble.
I mean, yes. It is a gamble.
I odds are 1,000,000 to 1.
Yes.
It might just work.
It
Benny
might.
cracks a tiny smile.
Mind you, I've
Lisa-
also lost a lot of money that way.
Ah, yes.
I'm going there no matter what. I have no choice. I must go to try and find my memories.
Yeah, I mean, train is not turning around, and the
Wait.
door's also locked.
The tree can restore memories?
It can do anything, can't it?
Wait a second.
We need it for
He's
the
having
lilies.
a big brain moment.
She has amnesia we don't know about.
That's unprompted.
Well, he mentioned memories.
What
and
a
also
very
him.
specific question.
You're. This is Adam. I clearly doesn't know a big word like alluding, so I'm not gonna say it.
Betty sweats.
Well,
There's a sudden energy in the air. A sudden energy in the air.
It was said as a joke. It was said as a joke, and now everything is.
Uh-oh.
well, that aside,
So
where were we?
I'm going no matter what. I offer you my help, but you'll take if you want it. But I'm going anyway.
Of course. Yeah, so I suppose here's the thing about helping us that I mean it would be up to you if you're okay with. When we're not trying to cure him, like Charpay turns around and like points at Miles.
Mm-hmm.
When we're not trying to cure him, our general goal here is we're collecting our cursed artifacts. We're trying to do something about, the whole curses thing. I'm sure you're familiar. And doing so kinda has a lot of gods mad at us, including the gods that are like right here, right now. And the god that's the father of that child I just put a bag over the head of. So,
Gods, you say?
Yeah, you said you're interested in going up against, those in power, the rich, the
I hear
oppressive.
what
Are gods on that list?
I would like to help you.
Well,
Good man.
Gods are no laughing matter, though. They can destroy lands with the very flick of their wrist if they feel like it, and crush.
I laugh at gods every day.
Well,
Well,
Benny
I
pulls
won't
out
convince
like his
you
glasses,
otherwise,
just
then.
drinks some water, and is like, "All right." This is what I get
as
for
long
trying
as
to
you
be
understand what you're
cautious.
getting in for.
Thrux hates religion. Hell yeah.
Oh my god,
Uh-oh,
me and Thrux, best homies.
I've gotta leave. I've gotta skip town.
Lelee is vanishing.
Do not
No.
mention anything.
Oh no.
I
Close your eyes. I do not exist.
See it.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I
Huh.
am, I am the rich and the religion.
Oh no!
You are the religion. There is the Lelee
I
religion.
am. I am.
It's Lenovelism, if you will.
GG.
Oh no. Not Lenovelism.
No. No.
I do not. I do not concern myself with the gods, but I am
I think they are a little
on a
concerning.
journey to try and find my my memories, and I have no other goal right now other than, or I have no further plan than just trying to get to the Tree of Life.
What
So-
research have you done on recovering memories with the Tree of Life?
I mean,
I
I don't know if he
spoke to a
remembers
fae.
doing that.
I-
Oh.
I spoke to a fae who told me that there may be something there. That's all they told me.
I looked at Charpay.
Which Fae?
Okay, I actually did not get this far.
Oh.
We are going to say that it was a certain fae named the Auntie.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I know her.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Wow.
god!
She told me I could find it at the Tree of Life. That nothing else more in detail. Just that there may be something to help me with my memories there, and so that's what I'm going to try and find.
Alright,
And she didn't murder you. That's good.
They
Yes.
can help you with your memory.
Yeah.
you
Well, I
have-
mean,
Anything else to go on with that? Is there like Benny is oddly interested in this. He's
Yeah.
like,
Again,
memory,
memory?
thoughts, brain.
Thought.
Flashback to when Benny's door was locked in that one part.
L.
Yeah.
L.
L.
I
Pretty much the most you were told on the matter is that there was there's generally regenerative qualities of the tree, and as such could regenerate even the mind itself if broken.
so
wow.
yeah, that's why I'm going to the Tree of Life. But yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of just
Fair.
yeah, you kind of just shuffle around a little bit. Your frame is quite large compared to everyone else's.
Mhm.
Horns are a little bit very close to the ceiling of this this place.
Benny admires the horns
mean-
a bit. He's like, that's a good look. That's a good look.
I mean, I don't suppose you would remember losing your memories, would you?
No, all I know is that I
No,
found myself
but-
in a crumbled building in the woods when I was reactivated. I don't know what reactivated me. Just one day
Oh.
I came back into being.
You keep
Where are you
saying
from?
reactivated. Is it okay if I question? Is it okay if I ask, or if it's personal? It's okay. I'm not gonna be like, oh, tell me. But very specific word choice.
Well, I'm not fully confident what my backstory is, but I keep getting flashes of a long time ago, and I'm not sure how I know that it's a long time ago, other than just feeling about the vision of just a village burning. So I'm assuming that I was involved in some past tragedy.
Ah.
So
Where are you from? Don't mind if you where did you reactivate?
I'm actually not confident. Where did my character
Eros.
reactivate? Okay, Eros.
Eros. Sorry,
That's all the way up
Eros.
there.
Eros. Eros.
Yes.
I see. Benny's just gonna sit down. He's just gonna sit down, sip his water, look of existential dread on his entire face.
I see.
I'm gonna turn to the to lizard and go. Speaking of which, where are you from? I'm gonna assume the ocean, but anywhere specific.
Well, the ocean is my home. However,
Right.
if you mean where was I born, I don't talk much about it, but since you ask, I was born in Wolfenshire.
Hey,
Ah.
I'm gonna high five him. I'm in the same boat. Pun intended, I guess.
Same. I do not have many good memories from Wolfenshire.
Yeah.
However.
I skipped town a while ago.
I feel you. I mean, I'm not from Wolfenshire, but I feel you. Just one country over.
I love the amount of
And-
people DMing me right now, just with all caps. It's so funny.
Y'all come get your juice.
Come get y'all juice.
Come get y'all juice.
Oh man.
If you would like to know a little bit about me, I joined a member of rough housing gang when I was younger. We were common thieves. I like to hit the grocers of Wolfenshire and give it to people who I deemed poor enough to deserve the food. I got too big of a hubris, and I got caught one day. I
the best of us.
was caught robbing a guard's house.
Ah.
That unsurprisingly made me get arrested. I was put into jail.
That happens to me.
I was put in jail and got caught, and my parents came. Told me. One second, let me pull up the exact details.
Take your time.
My monitors are being a little bit wonky, sorry.
Very valid. Welcome back.
I was told I was to join the military to straighten up my behavior.
Hmm.
The
I said
military?
no.
No, not the military.
And
You see just a feeling of dread pass by Bennie and Triao.
We all do that.
Bennie and Triao just like, oh boy.
You may continue.
I said no. I wasn't about to join being a pawn of the Ret the controlling.
That's my boy.
That's not me.
So true. It's so true.
That's the boy.
Sorry.
So I stowed away on a merchant ship.
Hmm.
Well, not a fun period of my life. There was many days where I came to regret that choice. However, slowly I was picking away at the wealth that was found in this ship. Where it was going, I had no idea. It didn't matter in the long run, as we got boarded.
Ooh.
And I was found in the cargo hold. The captain was kind enough to offer me a place in the crew after I responded in a snarky fashion.
Always a good
Aww.
thing.
Or I could become, food for the fishes. And obviously, I took the latter.
Aw, that's nice.
And that's all you need to know about me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I grew up in this monastery about maybe 100 years back. I joined. I don't remember. Dad, leader of the temples, blah blah blah. You know the. Left about. I can't remember how long it's. A bit over 10, maybe 15 years. I left.
Mhm.
Some stuff happened. I just kind of left. I haven't been back since. I guess it'll be a trip for both of us.
Indeed. I do not.
Bennie just
Look
puts
forward.
his little soldier medal away in his pocket.
Mhm.
puts that away.
Oh yeah.
He's putting that away.
Tucking everything away, just pulls out everything, just shoving it into random pockets. Like, you can't let anyone know I was part of the military. No.
No one can know.
No one can
Military?
know.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Oh
I
man.
mean, the only reason I thought I'd ever be back is to pick up scripture, all that fun stuff, maybe tuck it away. I think it's all out in the open. I guess now we've got to go get stuff. Suck.
Yeah. I mean, we've all got to face our demons eventually. Or you die, and then you don't have to.
I've been there, done that.
That's true. So sometimes you have to do it even when you die.
You can say that again. You also, I'm gonna guess that kind of during this, Wilfred's kind of stirred awake, but not really doing much. What's up with little bird boy?
I will say that at a certain point he did kind of get up from his rest, and now he's still sitting in the corner, kind of eyes shut, but now he just has a single talon just like repeatedly tapping on the floor so he can hear Marcel's voice in his head.
And yeah, repeatedly you are just kind of hearing over and over again, you tap the floor, you tap the floor, you tap the floor, you tap the floor. Just over and over again.
So that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he seems kind of
Man,
lost.
he's kind of all of our problems now.
Oh, actually, it's a thing where Marcel's a considerable distance right now, still sitting in that same spot from Wilfred. And at this point, you guys can't hear it. It only appears to be when Wilfred's close to Marcel that he says it out loud.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, otherwise now that's everyone's curse. That sucks.
No. Fortunately, it's just Wilfred. It's still also unfortunate, but fortunately for the rest of you.
No one else has to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mental well has officially ran dry.
Very valid. We are closing up quite soon. I'm just letting anyone get some thoughts out and such.
Yeah.
So
sadly looking at Bird.
Sadly looking at Bird. Anything else? Just looking at Bird.
this is going to be a very interesting tree.
What is life if not interesting?
I just want to have
Very
a normal
true.
day. I just want to have a day where I can go to bed at night and be like, oh, my day was normal.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With a list? No way.
Cruising on down Main Street.
Street.
Oh man.
Oh, my life
man.
is not feeling good.
Betty's just gonna lay down on like the bench and just like nap.
Yeah. Are you guys just kind of all settling in or something like that?
Yeah, at this point. Just laying down again. I've already done enough of that. I'm doing it more.
Yeah. Egg, were you gonna say something?
No, I
Okay.
wasn't. Sorry. I'm adjusting my mic a little
Very
bit, so if you
valid.
hear a little bit of noise, that's what you're hearing.
Very valid. Well, any further comments, concerns? Anything anyone
No, I'll
wants
just-
to do?
Not much.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go find a corner to stand in.
Yeah, it is-
I don't sleep. at
Bennie
the room.
offers you like a corner.
You
And
are.
I'll
Seats are
take it.
lovely.
You have been
I'll
taken
take
to
it.
the timeout zone.
We're in the VIP car.
Yeah, you guys. There's kind of enough velveteen seating enough for all of you guys to kind of get a little spot.
Isn't this fucking car like fucked up due to a battle?
There's some
Oh,
blood
yeah,
on
there's
the
kinda
floor,
glass
but, you know,
everywhere.
and there's glass
Yeah,
in places, but
hold
you
on,
guys kind of
whatever.
dust it off. It's all right.
I can
Is there a
fix the
broom
blood.
in
Give me
here?
a
Fucking dusty ass blood, I swear.
But it
Oh
is.
boy, I'm sure.
It is definitely
sure.
night outside and not just something flying overhead.
Oh, wait.
I'm sure
If
it must be
I-
quiet
if I
instead of a
clean
moving
up-
crane.
If I clean up the
Yeah. The somnambulist.
How do you say-
Somnambulist.
Yeah. somnambulist, if I, clean up the blood,
Mm-hmm.
am I gonna
That is Azamar blood. So
uh-oh.
that's your poison to drink if you wish to.
I don't think we want to deal with high Lelee, so I'm just gonna leave it on
I
the
really don't
ground.
think we want Lelee to be high.
I'm gonna leave it on the
Unfortunate.
ground.
So,
Yeah, but while we're at it, just one more thing, Bennie. Just while they're at it, I just want to like mage hand very very slowly sweep all the glass out of the way because it's a tiny hand, but I'm doing my best.
you sweep it away. Yeah. Anyone else?
I snore a little bit.
Oh, I guess I'll sleep.
All right. So we're all settling down for a long rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. And
Here I come.
you guys all slowly drift off to the sound of the rattling train, waiting for what might come tomorrow. We're gonna end this session off here. Woo!
Let me just roll if they even fucking know.
Oh yeah, that's true. I definitely have some stuff to do top of session in terms of sleep. But
Boy howdy.
wow, welcome.
Oh yeah, I sure hope there are consequences for the things we consumed.
I sure hope
no.
nothing ever bad happened. Nothing bad, curse one, happened bad.
It don't.
Yeah.
You got it.
It don't. It don't.
All right,
It don't.
we're gonna zip zap zop. That we're playing that
Yeah.
game now. Welcome to theater
Oh
class.
my god, please. Yes, yes.
Yes,
But-
sir.
Some
What?
closing remarks, shall we? Good session, good session. Many things are happening. It is quite the moment. We got 2 new players. Wow, eventful.
Yeah.
Huh. Ooh, Kiki, closing remark.
I want to formally apologize for Lelee. I am religion and also own a casino, Lenoble.
We all need to, yeah,
God.
it really be like that. Sometimes you own a casino, and because of propaganda,
We didn't mean to
You get
inherit
money.
it. It's because he
I
died.
dropped the bug on the floor
Because of
and he
fucking-
said I could have it.
you really
Are you
did.
distributing the
bug
wealth?
died.
I'm trying
You really
to.
did
It's just
just-
no one's taking my money.
You really did just kill a bug and own a casino, didn't you?
Yeah.
I gave him my
I did
propaganda
negotiate the
spiel.
paycheck, but that's because I wanted to.
Oh man. All right. For the first time, closing remarks, Eggabooha.
I'm excited.
I'm glad.
I might be a little bit stiff at
Very
first.
valid.
Bear
You're
with
so
me here.
ahead.
I just need to get a feel for my character and where they're going before I'm not necessarily like as fluid as I am always.
You are doing very great.
You're
You're doing
good.
great. You're doing
Uh,
great. And Thrux is going to be a great addition to the party, I know.
Yay.
Lizard. Huh. Cece.
Ooh, me. I forgot what my
you.
closing remark was gonna be. I can't wait for the show. It's gonna be great. Nothing bad's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
We're going to play the Greatest Showman opening song.
Yeah.
Eon. Yo.
Hey, yo! Okay. Well, so first of all, it's okay. This fucking lizard is literally a Zorro, which is literally a fucking Mexican Robin Hood. I'm just like, hello there.
Have you considered he could also just be Robin Hood?
No, I don't care about Robin Hood. I care about Zorro. I'm fucking Mexican.
You are so valid. He's
Robin
Robin.
Hood didn't have the sword.
He did. That's
No,
true.
here's
I mean, I guess. Well,
Yeah,
once he marked the X, I was like, wait a minute, but that's a Z. But either way, I was like, hey,
that was really just me adding flavor text.
I don't care. It's
You know what,
very
Eon? You are valid. It is him. He's here in D&D form as a
He's here,
lizard.
Yeah.
and Zorro is here.
Geico. All right,
I go.
Snorp. Closing remark.
Hi, I'm now a player.
Yeah, you
Oh
yeah.
my god, you are.
are.
and now it's time for me to resist the urge of making computer quips when my character may be Wilfred, but it's not a computer.
You're so valid. Oh man, crime. You.
I've had so much fun today that like
Thank you.
I have been physically stimming for hours.
I'm so glad. Steamy. Man, I'll give my closing remark too. Geico, did you know you could save 15% or more on car insurance? Also,
No.
Bingle Bing. Anyway.
Bingo!
His name wasn't even
Happy
Dingle.
Simple
I
Awareness
forgot.
Day.
It's the worst day of my life.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were making some of the players are making some predictions about the names of the new characters, and unfortunately, Unknown is not named Bingle Bing.
I refuse.
I can't believe this.
Man. Cole Radicole.
His name isn't even
Uh.
Bombus either.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is
So
it.
true.
So true, so true. All right, that's the session. Tune in next week for the show.
Danger.
Bye everyone. Happy Valentine's
Bye.
Day.
Yay.
I forgot. It was like
Bye.
Valentine's.